Chessurday, and to you, one and all, but especially to you right there out in YouTube land, I say, of course, hello friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How we doing today? Hope things are good for you, no matter where you are. It's a Saturday morning here, bright and early. Feeling pretty good. Got my coffee in the hand. Actually, it's too hot right now, and well, here, look, I have coffee. I'm not deceiving you. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, weekend now. Excited for that. Got some things to do. This afternoons will be chores, because I'm allegedly an adult. Other than that, this evening, 8:30 p.m., a Wrexham match. Possibly might share that over on the Discord. We'll see how the afternoon goes. But excited for the weekend here. Spend some time with my wife. She's home today, and that's delightful. But also spend some time with you all today, and I'm looking forward to that in a very big way. Unnamed comment, it's good seeing you. Hello, Jim. Hello, Grulion. Welcome in today, Pepper and George and Dark Crystal and Slivers. Hello, and Tiger Burning. Welcome to you and to everyone else who's lurking or stopping by or vodding or wherever else. It's good to be here with you once again. Again, how many times have I said that? Once again, again, all the way through. Friends, last night was date night, of course, but we had a friend along for date night, our librarian friend. Her husband was out of town, attending to his father, and so she joined us. We went to a traditional Showa era diner, I suppose. It looks kind of like an old supper club, the sort of place where people get dressed up a little bit and go sit at tables and have food, I suppose. The problem with this place, though, is that the tables are entirely made for Japanese people, which is to say I can't get my legs underneath them unless I slouch terribly, and it's a very uncomfortable sitting, but Noms likes the place a lot. It's a cool vibe. You might know the Showa era is the era of World War II, and then up through the 1980s or late 1980s, I believe. So it is in some ways the post-war era in which American culture comes in, but with a Japanese twist on it. So very homey, very warm sort of place. And I think I've shown you pictures before of the place, but all pretty tasty, all pretty good, and a nice little date night afterwards. We went for a little walk and spent some time around. It was just very good. Hello, Ferdinand. It's good seeing you. Jim, you said today is move-in day for your daughters. Yeah, everyone is getting ready for the back-to-school thing, I do suppose. And yeah, I know your daughters go to different schools, so having to do two move-ins in one day, one is more than enough. Carrying those boxes up the stairs. They probably have elevators now, but my school didn't back in the day, and so carry these boxes full of things one after another up the stairs is just enough. But doing it for two daughters, you're a good father through and through on that one, my friend. The school I taught at most recently before this one had faculty and staff help on move-in day. It was volunteerism, but I absolutely loved it. It was good to meet the students before we had the formal, hello, I'm your professor. It was nice to meet the parents in kind of a friendly way. And often the parents assumed that I was some maintenance guy, which is awesome. And they were like, cool, do you work on the plumbing? And I said, nope, don't work on the plumbing, but I try to fix other things around here. And so I often played it off in a good way, and it was just nice to spend time with people in a who would eventually become closer to me, but informally first was good. But we don't do that here because many of our students live throughout the city of Tokyo and take very long commutes on in each day, and that is very unfortunate. It leads to a very different vibe on the school, the urban campus, of course. Janopolis, is good to see you. Hello, Shadow Avatar, welcome. George says, Japan makes many wrestlers feel like Andre the Giant. Oh, it's absolutely true, absolutely true. I feel so unbelievably large here, and I recognize that even if I became a slim man, I would still feel so unbelievably large here. It's just a matter of body composition. I'm big boned, gosh darn it, and I take up a lot of space. Even when I try very hard, right? I've trained myself for years now not to man-spread. From a very early age, I sort of collapse in on myself in busier situations. But even being very careful and coming together, I often feel like I take up the place of two Japanese people. my apologies for that. But yeah, tables especially, traditional tables, there's always this awkward negotiation of, is it possible for me to sit on the outside corners, at least one leg can be free. But on trains, on airplanes, on buses, any place where I have to sit behind someone else's chair and the chairs are unmovable, or I suppose immovable, there's this very awkward moment of, ow, my knees. And so I often end up putting my hands between my knees and the seat, and it looks so ridiculous, but really is the only way in which I'm comfortable at all, so it's what we do, I suppose. Are there restaurants for sumo wrestlers? I assume there are. As you probably know, sumo wrestlers are celebrities here once they get to a certain rank of importance. I know many of you know them by names, even though perhaps you've never been to Japan. And yeah, so I assume that they have areas for them to eat outside of their stable. Perhaps a special sumo room. I really don't know. But with that said, I mean, there are plenty of restaurants where the serving is such that you can fit underneath pretty easily. It's just the not exactly traditional, right? The oldest style, you sit on the floor, and so your legs are underneath you or off to the side a little bit underneath you. It's sort of in between the modern and the traditional. This, again, Showa era, things are much more awkward because they're just made for a different kind of person than me. But it's fine, it's good. We're having a good time here as always. Had one other story to share with you from last night or this morning. I don't recall what it is. I'm sure it'll come to mind. I want to show you one quick Reddit page, because apparently we do that now. This Reddit page showed up on my feed today, and I figured it was worth pointing out. I'd like to know your opinion on this thing, etc., etc. My friends, I give you today's Reddit discussion page. The least attractive hobbies to women: comic books, cosplay, debating, drinking, and the Magic the Gathering card game. Now, I want to comment straight away. If someone says, hey, what's your hobby? And you say drinking, I think that's pretty repulsive to me also. Like, if one drinks, fair enough. Even if one drinks regularly or a fair bit, you know, that's something. But if you say, what's your hobby? Oh, I get drunk. Do we trust this source? No, most likely not. I mean, it's just a silly little survey, and so I'm not making this like a general claim. I don't know how many people they interviewed, and I'm guessing they didn't have the people here who were surveyed, you know, write down anything random. They probably had some choosmen there. It doesn't specify alcohol, it's true. You know, what's your hobby? Drinking milk? Yeah, I don't know. Are they professed hobbies of men or observed hobbies of women? Dauber, I assume it's professed, or at least collated ahead of time. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't looked into the claim, but I just thought it was a funny thing to see my most recent hobby pop up there. And number 3, debating. I don't know what that means exactly. Like, of course, I like a good conversation. Of course, I like asking people what they mean and what's important to them and have they thought of this thing. But I'm not the kind of person who holds on to my belief come what may, right? I'm not someone who says, you're wrong, gosh darn it, and here's why, and I'll fight against everything you say. I know debate bros like that, so they're discussing date bros, fine. Now, with that said, if they mean just talking about things that are a little bit more challenging intellectually and asking questions and pushing back occasionally, I worry that I got 2 of the top 5 against me, and it used to be even more than that, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, now obviously this is not saying people shouldn't do these things. It's simply saying for the average woman, I assume in the US, these things are not exactly attractive. Now, are attractive hobbies determinative of someone's attraction overall or one's worthiness as a partner? Of course not. You might be a very kind person who also has a little bit of a cosplay habit, and so fine. Like, as I often say, you're never going to find your perfect 100% person. Instead, you're going to find a person who is, 87% and you round up, or whatever you want there. So the man who cross-examined his lawyer date, that was not on a first date. That was probably our 7th time spending time together, something like that. And we were sitting on the couch in her home, and we had just finished watching an episode of The Bachelor, and she got talking about, we got to talk about things that were important to us. And I tried to understand why it was important to her, and that was an absolute disaster. Maybe this is like associated stereotypes. Yeah, I mean, I could easily imagine someone seeing on a page, people have comic books as a hobby, and imagine the comic book guy from The Simpsons, right? The person who is so snobbish and dismissive of anyone who does not agree with them. Worst idea ever, right? This sort of thing. And so sure, of course this plays into stereotypes, of course this plays into kind of superficiality, but it made me laugh. I do wonder how this was discussed on the CBS morning show. I haven't seen a clip for it, but I do wonder if there's like a recognition that a lot of these are just saying, in abstract description, nerds are not exactly top of the list for attractive people, unfortunately, but it's how it goes. It's how it goes. I do remember at many phases of life, I was a youngster up through, I don't know, college, being told, oh, the girls don't like you now, but in high school, they'll be looking for a guy like you. This was not exactly true until mid-college, but I do remember hearing that same response to my lovelornness over and over again. At some point saying, I think these are just words. But strange time, strange time. You're currently the least attractive hobbies to women you're interested in. Yeah, Dilettantish, you're absolutely right. It's, again, I can't imagine dating someone or not dating someone based on their hobbies, unless the hobby was either all-consuming, every moment I'm not working, I'm taking care of my horse. But that would be more a concern if does this person have time for me? So either that, or if the hobby was, I don't know, something if I'm morally objectionable. But in the evening, if you like playing with your comic books, fine, good, whatever. Yeah, not to possibly discuss that. How on earth is drinking a hobby list? Is it the case that someone said, hey, what's your hobby? And you say, I like drinking. Drinking soda pop, whatever it is. So it's a strange little pop-up there. Strange little note to see on the old Reddit, but thought you'd be amused. Shots at horse girls? Yeah, I mean, the first gal I ever liked, the first gal that I even had the idea of what attraction was the pastor's daughter, and our parents were friendly, and she was definitely into horses so much so that I became into horses in response, and it truly was for a period of 10-15 years or so. And yeah, I mean, she was, I don't know who she actually is, or even really who she was, but, she's the first gal I spent a long time with, and again, it started at like age 3 or something, so it's to be expected perhaps, but I don't know. And I'm trying to think of like what the least attractive hobby to me would be, like as the hobby itself, as opposed to the hobby in consequence. And like there's easy ones, like, I don't know, my hobby is kicking puppies. I wouldn't be into that, I suppose. My hobby is collecting broken things off the street and putting them in the living room. Like, probably not, but past that, I don't know. I don't know. How about for any of you? Do any of you have hobbies that come to mind where you say, not for me, thank you. Don't want to get involved in that as a hobby. Now again, personality, harder question. Habits of living in the house, where you put the dishes, these are different things. But do you have an unattractive hobby you could point to? Or is it just not quite right? Listing hoarding. Yeah, hoarding is a habit. Hoarding is a hobby per se. Fine. Right, my hobby is insulting people. Perhaps not. I mean, right. Honestly, if someone said, my hobby is celebrity gossip, I think that would be a challenge for me, by any means. I don't know. Hey, Black, how's it going? Knows about a chess stream recently. Any plans to get a RimWorld stream again? So D Black, we played RimWorld the past 2 weeks or so. Really enjoyed it quite a bit, but yeah, so no immediate RimWorld plans. There are other games I want to play as well, but RimWorld is still always in mind as a game to play again. Also, I do owe the community a RimWorld series over on YouTube. It's been started. I've started playing the game that will provide the the raw material for making that series. So you will get more RimWorld, just not immediately. But the hobby of politics. So, Dauber, when you say you'd have trouble with the hobby of politics, do you mean someone that wants to talk about politics all the time? Or someone who's interested in, like, volunteering and getting out the vote and that kind of thing? 'Cause I can see the trouble with either of those. That said, I am a fan of volunteerism. I think it encourages me to be a better person and volunteer also. It's one thing I really like about Noms. When she has time, she's always so glad to chip into the community, and I often go with her, and we spend time doing that kind of thing. But I don't know. Your hobby is owning fools on Reddit and Twitter. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure many of you know the old XKCD comic about I'm not going to bed yet, someone's wrong on the internet. If you want to do that, you'll be there forever. And indeed, there was a period of my life where I spent a lot of time arguing about politics and philosophy on the internet. And then the closest I ever got to convincing anyone about anything was showing people that the things that they believed were suspect, right? Please go read this article and think about blah, blah, blah. I was arguing at a time before, like, the fake news line had become part of the world, and the quick dismissal of anything that disagrees with you as fake news per se. So, I don't know. You don't mind someone who's politically active, but be careful how you engage with politics. Dobra, I get that absolutely. Last night at dinner, the librarian friend was saying, though she knows that she lives in Japan, though she knows that that there's nothing to be done about the news, though she knows it's bad for her mental health, she was raised in a family of newsreaders, right? People who read the newspaper each morning. She went to a college that encouraged being an informed citizen. And so every morning on the train, she's reading the New York Times, the Washington Post, and other online news media. And she finds herself in a compulsory way having to do this. And she knows she should stop, but it just isn't happening because it's so core to her identity. It's an interesting conversation. One of these moments of, like, knowing the better and doing the worse. Like, she knows what's good for her, and gosh, I think many of us do, right? This feeling of let's read, because again, informed citizenry is this beautiful thing that, you know, the American experiment at least is in some measure based on. It's one of the things that de Tocqueville found so amazing about American culture was even the humble farmer out in the boonies could talk about issues of politics in a way he suggested that the peasants of France couldn't do at that point of history. So I don't know. I found really interesting though the way in which now, you know, mass media culture, the constant inundation, the 24/7 news cycle is overwhelming, of course, right? It's quite different if you get the newspaper once a day in the morning and you engage with it over coffee and then you set it to the side. But now, because there's so many sites, because there are certain kind of clickbait, which is the contemporary version of if it bleeds, it leads, but now everything must bleed. Everything must have the edge, local mayoral candidate destroys opponent, right? This very, very, very strong language, as opposed to Bob and George had a debate, right? It's this kind of thing. You gotta stay informed. I don't know if you gotta. I realize this is a position I'm not sure I actually believe, but I do wonder, is there an argument in favor of ignorance on this topic in particular? Because there's a lot to say here. I'm not sure. But I always want to think about the trope, right? I want to think about the trope of course one has to do X. Of course one has to, no, I guess I don't know what level of information is appropriate. Like, it's one thing to, I don't know the name of a Supreme Court justice. Can you name any one, right? It's another one level to be aware of the major issues of the day. It's another level to, as I occasionally do, read every opinion out of the Supreme Court and think about who's voted on what congressional action items and getting really confused about, you know, why this person vote this way. It's pork in the belly. This kind of way too much engagement. And so finding that important middle ground seems great to me. I don't know. De Tocqueville talks also about the way in which Americans, like the average American, feels bought into their government. Feels like the representational structure means something. And I think for a lot of us, it feels less that way than previously. So I think I want to, leave the topic to the side, but why am I talking about this? How did I get here? I assume it's off the debating one. Oh, it's hobbies. Yeah, hobbies. The idea of having someone's hobby as politics could be challenging indeed. Alright, enough about this topic. I thank you for thinking with me. We could discuss a lot more on this one and so many other topics. That's how it goes. Because de Tocqueville is a super cool read. I agree. I mean, I think de Tocqueville offers Americans the best of themselves, right? It's this French guy who, this French guy who comes to the US and says, hey, what's going on here? You know, hey, what kind of things make this American system work? And he goes around the country and talks to random people and observes, then writes this big book on the topic and takes ideas back to France. And so much of it is this like wild enthusiasm of the things that America does and the way in which citizens engage with America. And I don't want to go down the path of exceptionalism, of course, by any means, but it's nice. It's nice to hear that at some point in American history, these things were happening, or at least we convinced a Frenchman they were happening. Something like that. Alright, team, I want to do a couple quick things straight away, and then we'll get into the chess today. I think I played off stream last night. I think I won one, lost one. Maybe, I can't recall now, but don't worry, we're still 500 or so on the old ELO. Here we go. The word of the day is meander. I can imagine non-native speakers saying mean-der or me-and-er. See, it's strange. I only notice like the unusual words inside of words when I have to like imagine a non-native speaker reading it. And I mean, obviously, a Japanese person would dump a letter at the end, probably a U. To make it meanderu, but it's how it goes. Yeah, I think we know this. Our intros often meander. Yeah, I mean, one of the lessons I was taught, I think in undergraduate, is you must follow the ideas where they go. And of course, the ideas always go somewhere else. The great thing about human thought, and indeed the world, is all connected somehow. There's an old story I've mentioned before about Emerson, taking part in the Grange movement and other movements like that, going around the country from place to place. And he would ask people, what is the topic you want me to discuss? And at his office, before he'd go out on the tour, he had this big board connecting ideas. So he'd be able to discuss anything that people wanted him to discuss, so long as he could get to Hegel. That was his story. He can get from any topic into Hegel and then talk in general about what he actually cared about. So it was a bit of a trick, of course, a bit of a trick of, combining the one idea to the thinker who says, all ideas connect, and then on it goes. But yeah, I mentioned before, I love the Grange movement. I love the idea of the roving intellectual who just engages the ordinary people. Regardless, R squared, my friend. Thank you for your generous resubscription. 32 months. That is not a multiple of 12, but gosh, you're getting close to 3 years, I think. Man, math's hard. Either way, my friend, thank you for being here, and I hope you have a good day out there in Florida. Hopefully it's not too bad there. Are we saying it's all really connected, or the human brain evolved in a manner to try to find connections? I mean, one of my deeper beliefs is that everything... I can't quote it exactly... The aim of philosophy abstractly formulated is to understand how things in the broadest possible sense of the term hang together in the broadest possible sense of the term. Under things in the broadest possible sense, I include such radically different items as not only cabbages and kings, but numbers and duties, possibilities and finger snaps, aesthetic experience and death. To achieve success in philosophy would be, to use a contemporary turn of phrase, to know one's way around with respect to all these things, not in the unreflective way in which the centipede of the story knew its way around before it faced the question, how do I walk? But in the reflective way, which means that no intellectual holds are barred. So one of my deeper commitments is that everything does hang together. It's a universe, right? It's a system of being. Something is out there, and it's all related in the way of like being next to at the very least. And I think it's the case that human thought tries to connect these things, right? Tries very hard to see how it hangs together. Now, do we fail in doing this? Of course. But my great hope is that, and this is Charles Peirce, my great hope is that a community of inquirers, in some sense, all of us throughout history, are working on finding ways to see how it all hangs together. And the end of human inquiry is when all the questions are answered, but good for us that more and more questions keep showing up. So there you go. It's demonstrated the human mind is terrible at intuiting statistics and probability. Yeah, I mean, sure. Again, we make errors. Sellers elsewhere talks about science as being the self-correcting enterprise. So yeah, we screw things up in a really, really big way. You can see, the history of science is easy examples of that. But over an infinite period of time, the hope is that humans will get closer to whatever truth is. Now, you might ask, what is truth? I'm not sure, but I think it is indeed something to do with this. Maybe we're finding errors that connections that don't actually exist. Sure, I mean, right. So sorry to go philosophy stream on you. It's the only way I know to get there, though. Oh, first of all, George, thank you for freeing Orly Dilettantish from the ad break hell at this moment, but thank you. Right, someone like Kant says there's this tremendous gap called antimanes, he calls them, in which part of us does the work of saying, here's a question for you, here's a question for you, here's a question for you. And another part of us does the work of saying, here are some answers for you, here are some answers for you. And we try so darn hard to answer all the questions. But is it possible that we create for ourselves questions that are either unanswerable by humans or unanswerable in principle? And so, like, the question that Kant often points to is everything must have a beginning. We can tell the story of the beginning of all things. But if we follow the chain of causes back to the beginning of everything, well, what caused the beginning of all things? Everything has to have an right, that kind of thing right there is what we call an antinomy of reason. We just can't solve that kind of question. Now, to avoid the question, he does go in the path of there must be a deity. There must be a deity who pushed the go button to resolve that one. Now, another way to resolve it is say, well, not everything has a beginning. It could be the case that the system of being itself or the system of the universe just always was in some sense. But it's a suggestion, of course, that maybe there are questions that just can't be answered. For example, assume that there are 12 senses, of which we don't have access to many of them. Well, what is it to experience sense number 8? We'll never know, even though we can ask that question. Anyway, those are some words. I'm sorry for going on. I like Wilfrid Sellars quite a bit. His writings are incredibly difficult, but they have beautiful nuggets like this. I always think of him as this like tremendous mountain of just solid rock. As you dig through the ideas, occasionally like in Minecraft, you suddenly say, oh, that's a gem right there. Let me go ahead and dig that one out and save it for later and think about how it fits into the rest of the mountain. And you go, man, back to digging. But Sellers is great. Yeah, unfortunately, he is someone whose hobby was drinking. And so he perhaps died a little early and did his best work before things got a little rough up top. But no, Sellers is absolutely wonderful. Anyway, enough of that, sorry. We're meandering, unfortunately. Here we go. Did you know meander first meandered into the language in the late 16th century, not as a verb, but as a noun referring to a turn or a winding of a stream. The word came to English by way of Latin, ultimately from meandros, the Greek name for a river known today as the Meandrus River, in what's now southwestern Turkey. The more popular verb use dates to the early 17th century and means both to follow a winding or intricate course and to ramble, so either doing it well or just going on. Despite its fluvial origins, these days meander is more commonly used to refer to a person's wandering course rather than a river's. What is the etymology of mandros? One sees the andros in the middle there, and I do wonder. Yeah, it is indeed connected to old woman. I thought it would be person. That's absolutely wonderful. It might indeed old woman or a midwife. The river of the midwife. Oh, that's great. Absolutely great. Oh, very good, very good. Friends, what's the second word of the day? Fill in some blanks to complete a verb meaning to walk or travel about without an apparent plan. What you got here? What you got here? So the word that comes to mind for me is travail or trompe. I actually don't see it today. Give me just one more second. No, I don't got it. Trapeze rather. Trapeze? Trapes. There we go. Trapes is the word. Good job. Trapes. I got stuck on trapeze there. To go on foot. To walk. Trapes about. Very good. If you're in the mood for a good read, from a while back, Thoreau has an article on walking. It's called The Book here. It's a long article, though. Part of the Lyceum movement. Lyceum is another one of these open intellectual gathering for whoever wants to come by. Yeah, it's a great little essay. It's about the importance of exploring, either physically or intellectually, without a clear goal. He wants to discourage just following the obvious down the road paths, again, intellectually or physically, and instead seeing where it goes. It's an article about, intellectual individualism, but placed in the very physical context. So absolutely lovely, absolutely lovely. I'd encourage it. If you have time, though I realize you're busy, watching me, and I realize that apparently the read out version is 1 hour and 30 minutes. Only 14 pages long, though. Is that true? That might be true. Anyway, all good, all good. Hello, Solar Sigil. Good seeing you. Other people have come in. I thank you for being here. 9, hello. If I missed you, I'm sorry for that, but it's been a nice time so far. All right, very good, very good. Very good. I want to do the trivia, one redactyl, and then we'll get to chess. No Rizdactyl today, though I recognize that a few of you have sent in some really great ideas. Also, yesterday I made a call to the community for the Rizdactyl game. I said, is it possible that some non-Americans would help me break the US centrism of this game? And 2 of you answered the call. 2 of you said, Jan Resorti, here are some non-American things to include. And I knew some of them, and I don't know other ones, and so we're going to try to internationalize the Rizdactyl game. And we Americans are feel like absolute fools, and that's fine. We often make the non-Americans feel like they don't get to play, unfortunately. Here we go. For 3 points, for some 130 years, Church and Dwight has been the independent owner of what other brand with an ampersand in its name? So the first brand that comes to mind that has an ampersand in its name is Johnson & Johnson, which is a like shampoo body care group. but I've never heard of Church and Dwight, unfortunately. So, what are other ampersanded groups I can think of? And truthfully, nothing comes to mind, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm thinking of Japanese companies now, like Bagel and Bagel or Amper Sandwich and so on. We're doing Johnson & Johnson, though I'm almost certain that's wrong. They're owned by Unilever or someone. Johnson and Johnson. Okay, for some damned reason, what powder maker said its name and logo refer to the metalworking Roman god Vulcan? Powder maker. Arm and Hammer. Arm and Hammer. There we go. They have an ampersand also. There we go. I put a comma there. Arm and Hammer make what? Baking soda? Baking powder? I think baking soda. There you go, team. Amper Sandwich is amazing, SCP. If you're ever in Japan, please check out Amper Sandwich. It's right next to a park, which is absolutely beautiful on a spring day. You get a sandwich, you go over there. Amper Sandwich, top floor. That said, the Japanese people in general don't know the word ampersand, and so it's called, I swear, and sandwich. And sandwich. Plaid, good seeing you. Lee and Perrins. Oh, the people make the brown sauce, whose name I'm unwilling to say right now. That's how it goes. But Plaid, awesome seeing you. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Thanks for coming back again. All right. Procter & Gamble. That's a possibility also. Last one is your mom's refrigerator has an open box about baking soda brand that touts this out as the standard of purity. Yeah, I've done this once. I had a bit of a disaster involving some out-of-date cucumber that had rotten in the back of the fridge, and I hadn't noticed it because it was covered by other things. And then one day there was the moment of, oh, what's that smell? And what I discovered back there did not look like a cucumber anymore, and I'll leave it to your imagination what it did look like. Question 2. The temperature at which Fahrenheit and Celsius scales intersect is negative what? I believe it's negative 40, but I'm not certain on that one. We'll see. Cool, very good. Look, I got points in science today. That almost never happens. So they got WD-40 and very scientific Noah's Ark, 40 days, 40 night. Fantastic. Next up here, King of Asia was a self-applied title for what guy from the 4th century BCE? Unfortunately, I don't know my eras terribly well. There's like Xerxes, there's Darius. I don't know enough about Hammurabi, but these are names that come to mind. And so 4th century BCE, Plato has existed already. So it's not Hammurabi, because Hammurabi predates Plato by quite a bit. So Xerxes comes to mind first and foremost. But I could easily be told it's someone from China, someone from Japan, but actually I don't think Japan would claim this. They're too insular at this point. Yeah. Oh, how about Genghis Khan? Wait, no, when is Genghis Khan? How about Attila the Hun? No, Attila the Hun is during Rome. Oh boy. So Genghis Khan is in CK3. Too late, too late. Attila the Hun, though. I assume the Huns are from Hungary. Is that true? I have no idea. But again, this is so European. Man, I don't like this. There's Alexander the Great also. So he's Aristotle's student. Aristotle tutors Alexander. That's the right era. But Alexander... I mean, right, the story is there's nothing left to conquer. Yeah, the line is Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Alexander. For reasons of philosophy alone, I'm going with Alexander the Great, and we'll see. Whew! We got there eventually. Got there eventually, my friends. That took a while. Many of you had it very early. Yeah, many of you had it very, very early indeed. Yeah, I got there only by thinking about when Plato was alive. When was Xerxes alive, incidentally? Okay, so slightly earlier than the question asked there. And then Attila the Hun is Roman period, correct? 433 CE, so yeah, about 800 years too late, or 700 years. All right, we're doing pretty well today. Yesterday we had, I think, 9 points maybe. We'll see how the next one goes here. Question number 4. Well, here we go. The 2012 Love This Giant was a collaboration between David Byrne and what other musician? He went on tour with Saint Vincent. Of all of the pop culture I know, David Byrne is up there. There's not much of it. We good? All right, very good. There you go. Resorty knows pop culture today. So the reason I know of this is I dated a woman who is really into cool music back in grad school here. And she told me a story about seeing David Byrne and St. Vincent on tour together. And how'd it go? So the majority of the show is people singing back and forth, the two of them doing duos and trios and so on. But there's one set of 3 songs, I believe, which St. Vincent sang solo. And rather than leaving the stage, David Byrne apparently went to the very back edge of the stage against the backdrop and curled up in a fetal position and just hid there for like 12 minutes. And I remember this story so well that it's kind of been permanently connected there. Also, I have listened to a ton of David Byrne. I like the Talking Heads so much. So yeah, this one here, we're good to go. Hey, Kung Pao Jeff, thank you for the 170 bits. Nice one. St. Vincent's awesome. Indeed, indeed. All about, I mean, pretty much anyone that David Byrne works with, I'm impressed by, his style ideas. We'll see. This is a Broadway show. I've seen a video of it, yes. Last one for now. Question 5. A private detective, quote, wants to be a hard and shifty fellow, said Dashiell Hammett about what character of his? Yeah, okay, Dashiell Hammett's like noir detective kind of stuff. Can't remember the character's name. It's not going to be there. I'll know it very quickly at some point here, I'm sure, but... I'm going to lose my arts and culture score. I'm putting Dick Tracy in, but that is not... What's his name? Nope. I don't have it. Okay. Mush every private Dick stereotype together and you get what alliterative grumpy guts, who surprisingly only appeared in 1 novel. Hard-boiled Harry. Yeah, I just don't remember, unfortunately. We may get a 0 on this one, because just not there. Yeah, my wife knows instantaneously, but just not for me. Hercule Poirot. I don't know how to spell Belgian names. A Maltese Falcon with a best-selling debut of what fictional detective named for playing card suit? Sam Spade. Sam Spade, there we go. Alright, got 1 point, I'll take it. Whiskey Shot Winston, pretty much indeed. Sam Spade, yeah, that's... It was in the ether of my thinking, but I just could not bring it down. Alright, we got 12 points today. This ties my all-time best. Getting that point on... those points on St. Vincent did help quite a bit today. Who got it first today? Dr. Possible was the first one here. Well done. Dogberry, you're so upset with not getting this question? Yeah, exactly. Wait, did you not get it at all, Dogberry? Did you go like Charles Clubs or Quentin Queens? That's not a suit, I suppose. Alright, how'd we do today? How'd we do? Are we average today? We are above average. Average score today is 6.5. We got 12. All very good. What questions caused the most troubles? A little above average on that one. I think most people know the 40 overlap, don't they? Okay, not quite, but a good number know the 40 overlap for the 2 scales. Other than the great, I think if you spend enough time, you'll get it. Yeah, the second line here is very, very well known, that quotation. St. Vincent, I guess, was very hard today for most people. Yeah, 77% missed that one. Wow. Is St. Vincent... 51 here, missed it entirely. Is St. Vincent the new hardest question of the month? Previously it was Joseph Haydn. It is. It is. Yeah, Haydn, 74% missed. St. Vincent's 77%. Yeah, we'll see if that holds for the rest of today, but... this is the first time I've ever gotten the hardest question of the month in one. Fantastic. All right, friends, time for the redactyl. Yesterday was gamma ray burst. Today, what's it going to be? I give you... Whoops. I give you today's puzzle in all of its glory. I invite you to put any word you want to in chat. I'll put you at a 20-second delay today. Well, I pushed 10 seconds, so 10-second delay today. Please don't abuse it. Here we go. YouTube, you can play too. Any word you want to put in chat, I'll type it in. We'll together discover the true meaning of Christmas. I want to say it every time. I know it's not right, but still. All right, now typing. Here we go. How about first? 23 firsts. And food for those. Man 17. Is it science? None of those. Times. There are 26 times. It could be Times New Roman. Watch out here. A country. 9 countries today. Beans. No beans allowed. He. There are 492 he's. My friends, it seems that we're looking for a person today. Good luck to you with that. How about Bogart? No bogarting here. War, I typed with 2 W's, sorry. There's 16 wars. Art, there are none. Liver, 4 livers. How about spade? None of those. Information, none of those. Is this person American? 6 Americans. Probably not then. Is it a pope? There's 1 pope somewhere. How about an earl? Wow. George saw first 4-letter blank. First earl. Well done, George. Well done on that one. How about a king? 3 of those. Scholar. 1 of those. How about prince? 3 princes. Any Minnesota fans out there? 2 history. How about queen? 34 of those. Is this person European? Probably. 6 of those. Is it philosophy today? 2 of those. Substantiate. I'm guessing no, but we'll see. Substantiate. None of those, unfortunately. Is it a sandwich? It's unfortunately not the Earl of Sandwich, but could you imagine? That'd be amazing. Is it Europe? There's 9 of those. Is it a duke, possibly? 7 dukes. Canterbury. 1 Canterbury somewhere. Is it Westminster? 1 of those also. A French thing. 8 of those. Is it Amper? Sandwich. Amperwich. None of those. Is it a noble person? 1 of those. Northumberland. No, but what other CK3 things do we know? Is this person royalty? 1 royalty somewhere. Is it a Viking? Neither a king nor a Viking. Henry, but 3. Is it a Victoria? There are 19 Victorias. So extant with our beloved queen. Is England here? Gosh, it is 19 times. How about the word English? 8 of those. Is a blight upon us? No blights. Is this person named Robert or Robert? There is a Robert somewhere here. Are they an author also? 5 of those. Are we in Lancaster today? No Lancaster. Is a battle with us? There's 6 battles somewhere. How about Monmouth? None of those. I have a guess now. We'll see if it's true. Family, there are 8 of those. War, we did before. Is it a British person? There are 40 of those. Is it a Crusader person? I don't think so, unfortunately. Don't give me 3 next. Crusader Kings 3. Is it a George? There are 6. Is it an era? There are none. How about a William? 5 Williams somewhere. Trade. 5 of those. Child. There are 5 of those. United. That's not how you spell that word. 8 United somewhere. How about, is it a monarchy? 2 of those. Is it a viceroy? 1 viceroy. Probably not Indian then. We'll see though. Politician. There's 10 of those. How about 2? 21. House 30. Kingdom. 2 of those. Is it a John? 15 Johns. How about India? 13 Indias. Is it an Albert? 2 Alberts. Is it a noble man? 1 of those. First. We had first earlier, unfortunately. General. 18 of those. Minister. 39 of those. Is it a Churchill? 2 Churchills is all. Is it a York, possibly? One Yorkian. We did Minister a bit ago. How about 20th? There's 2 20ths. Colony 3, the Windsors, none. A Statesman, 5 of those. How about an Army? There's 3 of those. They're part of the Empire, 16 empires. So the British Empire extant, most likely. Diplomats, there's 0 of those. How about Prime, and indeed Prime Minister is listed there. Lancaster, we did a bit ago, unfortunately. 19th, we have 2 19ths. Premier, none of those, unfortunately. Is T involved? 3 of those. How about the colonies? We did colony a bit ago, it looks like. Yeah, 3 colonies a bit ago. Anthony, none of those, unfortunately. How about lords? 12 lords. Are they of the Commonwealth? Do we have no English people here today? Uh-oh. Are they a writer? 5 of those. George, not too many answers in a row, please. Chamberlain. 0 Chamberlains. Is it an Ottoman? 11 Ottomans. Wellington, 1 of those. Essex, none. The Queen, quite a few of those. Sandwich we did before. Is it a Clement? None of those. Disraeli, I love the name. Indeed it is. William, nope. What's his name? Do you know? I'm sure you know. Is it Napoleon? It's not Napoleon. Only 2 of those. Is it a Benjamin? Indeed it is. Benjamin Disraeli. First Earl of Beaconsfield. That's a place. Good job, team. We're all proud down here of your fine work. I'll be honest with you, until we got the Prime Minister part, I thought it might be Horatio Nelson. I thought maybe Horatio Nelson. We didn't quite have the era worked out yet, but there you go. Who got today? Flopper with the Disraeli first, good job. And then Dogberry first on Benjamin, but you all did very well indeed. Benjamin Disraeli, the first Earl of Beaconsfield, was a British statesman, conservative politician, and writer who twice served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He played a central role in the creation of the modern Conservative Party, defining its policies and its broad outreach. Disraeli is remembered for his influential voice in world affairs, his political battles with the Liberal Party leader William Ewart Gladstone, and his One Nation conservatism or Tory democracy. He made the Conservatives the party most identified with the British Empire and military action to expand it, both of which were popular among British voters. Here's the big thing. He's the only Prime Minister who was Jewish. It's a striking thing that a British Jewish person ended up in power in the 1800s. And yeah, really locked down the conservative idea in Britain. I've mentioned this before, it's a fascinating thing. So the Conservatives, of course, you can imagine how they go, what kind of things they push forward in Britain in this period. Until, I believe, 1996, during the reign, the premiership of Tony Blair, the Labour Party, the other major party in Britain, Labour Party still had, as one of its stated policy goals, the abolition of private property. The Labour Party was a red party initially, softened more and more to become a neoliberal party. But again, until the 1990s, they still claimed that they want to abolish private property. Absolutely fascinating stuff. All right, I think that's enough of the opening today. Unless you all really want one Rizdactyl. What do you say? What do you say? Friends, give me a 1 if you want a Rizdactyl. Give me a 2 if you want to get to the chess. I'm leaning chess, only because today's a somewhat shorter stream, as Noms is home and wants to spend time with her, but we can do 1 Rizdactyl if you want. Mostly 2 so far, the first 3 votes. Done with the opening, ready for the openings. I love it, thank you. I love it, thank you. The usual suspects are 2. Alright, I think we're go with my gut tells me. My gut says it's a little irpy. I only had 1 donut for breakfast. We'll go and play some chess now. So thank you for being here, friends. I'll go ahead and pivot on over. If you're here only for the chit chat, we'll see you again, not tomorrow, but the day after. Tomorrow is my day off, as many of you do know. Alright, to the chess directory. There we go. And I will title it Happy Chessurday. I don't know if anyone finds Chessurday a funny word as much as I do. Happy Chessurday. I find it hilarious. I'm going to continue using that over and over for a long time. I got through 13 or 12 puzzles in the puzzle rush. I've been trying to do a few chess puzzles off stream each day as a bit of learning. I also did a little bit of like lessons on my own. I now know some openings. No, we'll see how it goes. You like running together chess and Saturday. Chess the day. Before chess, there was no division between day and night. All was void. And then they... Okay, let's not read chess into the book of Genesis. All fine, all fine. We'll warm up with 3 quick puzzles and see how it goes. I have a chance to beat you. Can I find the checkmate? I noticed that this is covered. I noticed that... So this is covered. This attacks. We are good. We were good. We are still good. There we go. 1 down and 1 to go. 2 to go. What do I notice? The queen has this line. The rook has this line. Yeah, the bishop follows behind, so that will do it. Cool, sounds good. Also, team, today, and I said this yesterday, today I'm going to try very hard, maybe not every move, but almost every move, to look at bishop diagonals. At this point, I just don't see them effectively enough, so I need to very, very carefully look at diagonals, think about diagonals, and see how it goes. Did I learn the English opening? I have not learned that Kung Pao Jeff. I've seen the, I can't remember the names now. The Scottish opening, which I'm a big fan of. Get rid of the queens early. I've seen the, is it called the Sicilian opening, possibly? I don't know. I've seen some moves. Unfortunately, I don't remember them. To the point I might need to go back and reread some of them. But I'm having fun anyway, that's what counts. Alright, 1 more of these and then we'll get to it. Where's your king? Here's your king. The queen can go here. It is covered. Is that all? Yeah. I guess it's all. Oh, very good, very good. Scandinavian has worked twice for me. It's true, but I think I'm often stumbling into my various openings as opposed to saying, intentionally I will try blah, blah, blah. It's more, ooh, the game says I have done this thing. Good job, me. Friends, ad break in 26 minutes, so I am going to go and run the ad now, so it's out of the way before our first game of the day. Don't want people to lose. Maybe I do want people to lose. Maybe I want people to lose contact with the game midway through, forcing the subs. No. We'll go ahead and run the ad break right now. Back in a couple minutes, and we'll play some gaming. Thank you again for being here. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you are also. We'll keep it going in just 1 moment. For now, 30 minutes of ads. BR. Hello again. Alright, back here, all very good. I realized the problem here with my BRRBs is that making a Y instead. People must have thought of this joke before. How on earth are there no icons or pictures that show me what I want? Maybe this joke is so dumb that no one has actually considered anymore. How about if I say big BRBRBs? Okay. All very good. For the meant to mention one thing in the intro I forgot, which is, what is it? Yeah, as many of you know, I sell various things, mostly magic cards, on a Japanese website, a Japanese like buying and selling website called Mercari. Great fun, and it works like every other online buying site, right? There's a button that says, buy this thing. The button that says like make an offer, all these kind of things, and because we're in Japan, occasionally things get weirdly formalistic in a way that I don't understand. Like, a lot of people just push the button, you send them the things, all fine. Yesterday, though, and this happened like twice before, someone commented on one of the items that I have for sale. And their comment was, is this item still for sale? And again, very, very formal tone. So I wrote back, thank you for your question. It's good to hear from you. Yes, the item is still available for sale. They then wrote back, may I please buy the item? And I said, yes, I would love for you to buy this item. Again, this is a standard website. You just push the button. They then say, is it acceptable if I buy the item at the price you have listed? I don't know who this person is. I know nothing about them. This is not their first purchase. And I write back, yes, the price it's being sold at, I would be happy to accept, and I look forward to sending the item to you. And only at this point do they go ahead and push the button to buy it. And then they send me a private message. I have purchased the item you had listed at the price it's listed for. And I wrote back saying, thank you so much for buying the item I had listed. I will send it to you later today. And they wrote back, again in a formal tone, I will look forward to sending it to me later today. Now, this is the kind of very stepwise conversation that's often had in very formal, traditional Japanese conversations with older folks. I've just never had it to that degree on a website. So it got done. The sale was made. I will send it later today, but it was one of the stranger Japanese interactions that, again, does tell you a lot about a certain element of Japanese culture, namely formalism feels safe if you follow down a path of prescribed messages. No one is offended, nothing gets out of the way, right? It leads to just everything is stable for everyone. And that is the path to happiness, apparently. Anyway, team, let's play a game of chess, which is also, I guess, the path to happiness. We start today at 520 ELO. 520 ELO. Am I sure I wasn't selling a magic card to an American who's unsure of level of formalism? I mean, it's possible. The person has a kanji name on the website. My name is in katakana. I have a picture of my cat as my user icon. So they're at least presenting themselves as being Japanese, and I'm presenting myself as being non-Japanese, but who knows? Here we go, team. Good luck, Godspeed. 520 versus 515 from the great nation of Egypt. What defense will we use today? I don't remember defenses, except this one forces the queen out early. I want to Alakine so badly. I'm not going to. I really want to Alakine. You're attacking this one. I can respond by attacking that one also, or I can move to defend. If I attack, I don't remember if they go for it. If they go for it, they're then in position to attack here, but that's fine. I will attack also. Petrov's defense, apparently. Maybe I should have gone on forward. Or I think there's a, like, go forward here thing instead. I don't remember. Anyway, I can go check the king. That leaves us getting kicked a whole bunch. Just hold off on that for right now. And, I can drive here now. And then my intention is to attack across. We've returned to the king's pawn opening, Leonardus variation. I expect I'm off book, but we'll see. If there, I have no immediate defense. However, I'm not scared of that. Hello. Okay. So, I'm taking a pawn. They're possibly taking 2 pawns. We go like that first. Now, if they take here... Hello. Okay, I don't get to do that. If the queen came out, that would be pretty bad. At this point, I can go attack here. Or I can check. Or I can go here, which threatens the queen, but their knight comes back. So if I go here, and their knight goes back, and I take, I've lost 2 pieces for 1 piece. That's not worth doing. So I think I'd like to attack the knight and just see what happens in response to that. I could develop the buddy here also. Okay, so what they're offering right now... I can't check the king anymore. I can take this, they take this, and that's about the end of it, I believe. If I move forward here, their f-pawn shifts. They can take away the bishop also. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. In this family, we believe in developing pieces, I think. I can also move the h-pawn forward preemptively. But it's too late for that. I can also castle. If I have castling, there's still more defense here. So we'll go ahead and do that. I do wonder if more development would have been good, but I think we're doing okay right now. Maybe. I can push the h-pawn. If I do that, I'm then defending this square. This is still a possibility. So, you go forward. The queen can come, but she likely won't. You go forward. Hello. Okay, so we're doing this pinning thing. So I think I kick here. If you come, the queen can handle you no problem. I could also take here, but I think kicking is the correct call. As usual, I feel like there's too much action happening on my side of the board and not enough on their side of the board. Now again, they are white, etc. Cool. Good kick. We love it. If we jump to here, we're threatening a pawn and the rook. Or sorry, and the what's it called? And the bishop also. And I think I'm okay with that if the queen comes, etc. Let's think it again. So I jump here threatening that. You come here. That's the end of the story, isn't it? So they threaten this, probably lose you. That frees buddy up here, but not really in a useful way. So this is the move I often make where I'm hoping they screw up and use the queen. Wait, no, we're fine. So, wait, real quick. I go here, threatening that. They take. I take. The queen comes forward. There is no attacker. So H pawn forward again could be good. That does invite this into this, which I don't think I want right now. So I think I'm just going to develop a piece. And the piece that is my knight. We can also move forward here and defend. Okay, they took the knight. Fine. We don't mind weirdness on this side, I guess. So, pawn line shift here, I believe. There is no check in order right now. We could go threaten the queen. So wait. Now that you've moved that... No, they're attacking the queen. The queen has to do something, or we have to take this. We could threaten their queen also, allowing the possibility of a queen trade. That kind of appeals to me. But, you know, if they pawn forward, we then lose tempo trying to drop back. So I don't... Well... If we go forward, they kick. We don't like that. Never mind. I think we just take here. I'd love to be clever, but I think that's what we got for the moment. That does free the rook, which, gosh, I don't mind that at all. So when they disrupt the non-king side, I don't mind it as much, I guess. But I'm not certain by any means. The king has running room. That's pretty great. Their h-pawn's forward, fine. So that defends against this, which I considered doing earlier but decided against. This pawn is causing some problems for the knight's movement. My knight can go there. That's a lovely little fork, I guess. So if I do that, they can attack the queen, but so what? They can attack the pawn, but so what? So I think this might be a strong position. Nice center board control. Moving the rook out's cool. Moving the queen out's cool also. Though as always, I don't quite know how to use her effectively. And that's the heartbreaking portion of this story for me, as always. Yeah, let's move our knight here. Now, we're all even currently, right? Our being even makes it so that I don't exactly know how to play well. I don't know if I should be going for trades, pressure, fork, you know, who knows. The forks that are in order right now are which? That's got to mess up exciting. If we get you out the way, you know, this is a possibility. No, it's not, sorry. Where's the fork here? I struggle with finding forks, as many of you know. I mean, if I get here, that'd be cool, but again, you're rough times. I guess there's no available fork of queen and rook, king and rook. Yeah? Fine. Okay, so you come out to there. I can attack here if I want to. If I do that, the pawn is attacked, but kinda, sorta, so what? That would be a trade I would like very much. You're the white, so you are attacking the king. The rook would go forward. We're fine. Is there another move I can make that would cause more pressure? Or do we just continue to trade to simplify, so I have some idea what I'm doing? Well, if I do that, you then kind of block up that thing's movement again. Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. I struggled with bishops so much yesterday. So today I guess we're exchanging our kings out and keeping our bishops. We'll see, we'll see. We can go attack here. I'm not sure what that gets me right now. Yeah, so nothing especially great off of that, but we'll see. We can bounce to any of these, kind of lame. I don't have a way of immediately attacking you, other than bouncing to here, f-pawn over. Not amazing. If I attack here, nothing good happens. So h-pawn forward again, possibly, or develop you. Or check. So if they if they deal with the check, it's you. If they deal with the check by, they'd have to move the king, right? The king must move. So for right now, I'm going to leave you here and maybe figure out how to use it later. Okay. I'm going to activate you somehow. I'm pushing the h-pawn. Wait. That's not a good move. It pushes the h-pawn forward 1, the queen takes with no punishment. So we don't want that. I can move you. We got to keep the pawns in place. Sorry, this move's taking way too long for I don't know what purpose. I'm going to move the queen. If the queen goes here, no one's attacking her. She's attacking a pawn that is currently undefended. We're good? We're good? We're Gucci? She's protected by a pawn. I love it. I have made a move. Okay, that move potentially checks here. So this plus this comes to mind as being interesting. Taking this also frees this. Attacking here also threatens the rook. I like the queen's position right now. I'm happy I made that move, I guess. What's my message here? Who wants to talk? Who's got messages for old Resorty? Greatest chess player ever wants to be friends. I mean, if you're the greatest chess player ever, I'm all about that, and thank you. Okay, so the queen has moved to defend this thing. If I go here, she eats with no consequence. If I go here, she eats with no consequence, so we don't want to do that right now. If I check... the king is safe in these locations. So not good enough right now. If we step over one and then check here, the king still has the other side of the queen. I'm trying to find a way to eat the queen, yum, or at least force her movement. I can move my rook to here, so what? Like, I need to get this buddy out. Okay, unfortunately the pawn's here, so if I drive this way, like, nothing good happens of it. Pawn forward, possibility, I'm just nervous about that. Nervous is the word of the day, my friends. Okay, if rook goes here, and we were to drive home, draws the queen over... And then so what? I just don't know. Just don't know. Okay. Is there any way I can attack on here? I'd like to do that. But the answer, unfortunately, is no right now. I am moving... I am moving the bishop. I've decided my bishop gets to move. Hooray! The bishop moved. I want to go back and evaluate this. I like that we're supporting this. I like that my two buddies are working in series, but I'm not sure why I like that. It's just a thing. We'll figure out eventually. Don't you worry, team. Don't you worry. I hope it was not the worst possible move. It at least does something. I guess. Okay, hello, my friend. So things are now a little rocky here. How does this work? So if we go here, and they go there, and I go there, everything is bad for old Resorty. So, you're not trapped. However, we can check this way. Is it a time for checking? I mean, checking is never exactly the wrong idea. I just don't know how productive it'll be. This might be a useless check. Let's find out. I need to break through the pawns. We talked yesterday about making valuable trades that are potentially to the negative mathematically. But I'm not sure right now. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Are they trying to maintain castling? But I go forward. Okay. The queen is pinned. I can move to here and defend my queen. Keeping the queen pinned, possibly super cool. I can move my bishop here. I can move my bishop here. I think pinning the queen with an inferior piece makes sense, yeah? I'm looking for any other check right now and not seeing it. I know ideally I want the queen in front of the bishop, but... So she can't go there right now. And that's a good thing. Huh. How does this work out? How does this thing go? Okay. If I go in, the king can't eat it. Nothing can immediately eat it, so the king would have to move away. The king, of course, is safe in many locations still. Hello. This trade is good for me. Yeah, if I take this trade, we're up by a little bit. So I go here. We could also not take the trade, right? We'd hold the queen there for the moment. Like, had he gone here, we'd have to act. So I believe I'm going to make the trade. Let me just look around a little bit and see what else is available. Because again, well, no, they can take this. They can take this. It's a good trade. We're taking our good trade. Fine. The rook comes down. We're exchanging a bishop for a rook ultimately. I'll take it. I think I'll take it. Man. I could have just moved forward one. How was that a bad idea? Had I moved forward one, the check would continue. I think I should have... Had I moved forward one, the rook would have been pinned. I'm not sure it's the right move. As usual, I really like making exchanges. So we went from plus 11 to plus 2. The rook... Yeah. I should have gone forward one. I apologize. We're still okay. We're still ahead, but that could have been better, I think is the phrase to use. Okay, you're still attacking there. Where do we go? If we go here, we're threatening you, and we're covered. I think we do this. I'm slightly annoyed with myself right now, friends. It was, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It is appropriate for 520 play, but... Yeah, I definitely made it a little harder for myself, I'm afraid. It's alright. It's alright. Gotta get my rooks more activated. Them's the facts. Need to find a way through the pawn line. The king is... not the king. The knight that's now attacking here. I believe I just take. This exchange is good for me. Wait. If I take here, they take this. It's still good for me. Is there anything I can do instead? I mean, pawn forward. If they take here... If they take here, it's actually better for me. So I wonder if they'll keep defending. With that in mind, do I try to clean up pawns here? So I can go here. They take. I take. I defend. This thing's free. Even trade. Bishops are slightly more valuable. Wait. I go forward. They take. I take. Check. Maybe. Oh, shoot. I moved the defender off the bishop. Ah! It's okay. They take. Check. Oh, you fool. Huh. Friends, we never move the F-pawn. Oh, I was being clever. I mean, they're obviously going to see this. Within a slight panic mode. Luckily, they have few enough pieces here that I can pivot away. Instead of just defending that way, but... Not my brightest moment, huh? Bit of a shame. I mean, we'll see what happens, but definitely a... I'm not going to say a blunder, but a... inaccuracy at least. We'll see how it goes. But if they take here... King to here, I guess. Being on a green is safe for the moment. They're getting back into a corner, of course. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, if they play it differently, and I can get the check, I'm very happy. That'd be a very nice moment for me. Though again, what comes up, I'm not quite sure. I'm glad they don't have paired... I can't believe I did that. I'm glad they don't have paired bishops. Okay, I kind of expected. Luckily, they're not forking anything here. Yeah, so I think the only possible moves are we go forward one here, or the king goes away. And given the current setup, I'm going to dump the king on the green. They're safe there. Yeah, not my strongest moment. Now, again, if they take here... Oh, we're no longer fine. If we take here... We can't go forward because of this. So we need to bully you away with the other rook, I believe. And, yeah, okay. So they're covering this now. So I go over, check. They block, fine. You're attacking only this right now. Okay. I think this plan makes sense still. If nothing else, we can grab that. So I assume the king's going to move in one of these two directions. Cool. I can now move forward one and defend this. I can also move here and attack safely, except for you. So we don't want to do that. Yeah. If I just take things that are not good for us. We'll see how this goes. If they go here, fine trade, don't mind it. If pawn takes, I thought might happen. How do I work this now? I can move forward defensively. I can go attack a rook. If I go attack the rook, then not the rook side. If I use the rook to attack the bishop, presumably they don't take here. Okay. We're in the red zone, just so you know. Someone's not playing super well right now. Okay, what'd you just take? Find a pawn. We can't drive home right now there. I can go to here and start attacking the back line. I probably should have done that instead of wherever I did here. Yeah. I think I had an advantage. I may have thrown it away a little bit. Yeah, they're +2 now. So I think, like, as usual, I've been a little timid here. But what that timidity amounts to, I'm not quite sure. So I go here. Ah, we hate you. We hate you so much. Pawn exchange, fine, whatever. I'm now giving up pawns, I know. I could have gone here. Sorry, here. It's not a useful fork, but it would bully the bishop at least. I think I'm just Hello. Hello. That's not good. That's not good at all. You go here. We have some problems. Okay, cool. I believe we lose a rook now. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, they deserve the win, but I think I threw away an advantage in a way I'm not entirely sure about. I think I had a couple nice moves. I think the queen and bishop move earlier I'm very proud of. But ultimately, yeah, I think I played like turtling in a way. Now, it's just kings and pawns I don't know what to do with. As we often discuss, like, melee rook's pretty bad. And this setup, I struggle with as always. Yeah, there's probably a check at some point I could do something more productive. I'm happy to curse myself for not developing the rook earlier, but... it's too bad. That's too bad. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're actually defending more. We don't like that at all. we don't like it even a little bit. So the king can safely move here right now. I think that's better because it's on red. Sorry. No, I should have gone here instead. I should have attacked one half of it. Yeah, now we lose, unfortunately. Alright, fine. It's not even time pressure, I don't think. It's I just don't know what to do with endgames, unfortunately, so... Yeah, we have some fun, but... Definitely we threw away the ending, especially the last few moves there were, you know, not my greatest of all time. So I'm going to resign now. There's no coming back from it. Alright, thanks for the match! Hello, friends. Good seeing you all. Appreciate you very much. Hey, George Plays Twitch, thank you for gifting a subscription to a Caffeine Fiend. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. We'll look at it. We'll see. Nice opening. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think I had one move I'm very proud of. Hopefully actually acceptable. We'll see. Yeah. They play like an 1100, I play like a 700. Okay, so I had a little moment of success because they blundered. And then I blundered back in a big way. Yeah, we'll see. That one hurts. It's okay. We make mistakes, we learn. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Taking the queen is awful? Maybe. Wait, so the moves I'm most proud of are awful. So I think the moment that was good actually, would have been better was, like I said, not moving the queen all the way. We'll see in a second what the game thinks. But Yeah. Book move. Book move. Okay, so the preferred move here is for them to take a cross. My queen comes out, or maybe my knight does. We'll see. Alright, so we're off of book now. They do that. Do I take the knight here? I don't. I castle. Yeah. I mean, castling is always a good move. Blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. Should have been more aggressive. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So they prefer the take over the kick. Yeah, this is me playing overly defensively. Blah, blah, blah. We know this story so well. It's just early even trades. I just cannot convince myself to do. They kick, that's fine. They want me to take that piece so badly. It would stop exactly this. It would stop having my pawn wall piled. Nothing wrong with defense. The problem with defense IMO, the way I play defense is fully reactive. It does not motivate anything. So often castling feels like stalling. Mahara, I agree. I don't know the right time to castle. And there have been times I know I've castled too late. So it's just a matter of figuring out for the right time, right? Well, it's the Aristotelian way, acting the right way in the right time, etc. So I don't know. All right, that move is nice. Apparently, they move on in. I take that. They don't like that I take that. So I guess it's because this is our. Here's exactly it, right? Here's exactly it, my friends. Because I guess my sense here was that it's better to be offensive, right? So this is another case where, like, I know the defensive move is to move on forward here. That said, I was concerned about moving the F-pawn, and later I did so in a really bad way, unfortunately. So, I don't know. Hey, Noms, how's it going?
It's better to be offensive.
It's better to be offensive, that's right.
You smell bad.
I'm odious, I just insult everyone, and that's how it goes. So, how you doing, sweetie?
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah. You were up late working last night, my friend.
Yeah.
My friend, my wife, my you. Yeah. People are saying hello. People are glad to see you. As always. What's one thing you're looking forward to doing this weekend, Noms?
I do not know.
There's nothing in particular. I thought you were climbing tonight?
Maybe.
Maybe climbing. Okay. I get that. Yeah, it's often a highlight of your weekend, though. Hopefully this time is also...
Because it climb up?
You climb up. So the highlight...
Yeah.
Ah! Now, yeah. Fungible, I see your messages. I'm just pausing the analysis right now to say hi to Noms. Don't worry, we'll get back to why I'm bad at chess in just a moment. But, yeah, don't you worry. I'm not sure.
That's nice.
What's nice?
That.
I'm glad that is nice. That's good. How'd you enjoy dinner last night, Noms?
It was nice.
All right. Anything you'd like to discuss today?
No.
Okay. You just want to say hi?
Yeah.
All right. Hi has been said. Yeah, I'm not finding any good interview questions right now for you. Let's see here. What do we got? Do you know? Never mind. I don't know. Bye, sweetie.
Bye.
Love you a lot. We've been gracefully nice meeting from Noms, and yeah, I said to her this morning that a number of you have been asking to see her. Unfortunately, the one who's been saying it most, Slivers, isn't here right now, but we'll see if we get Noms to get a hi again soon, possibly. But you're the best, Noms. Yeah. 1 second. Hello again, team. Back to it. Let's see if we can sort out what we did poorly. So, like I said, I like this move here, but I switched into let's be defensive. Let's be offensive guy, right? This is a moment where Again, the game's encouraged me to turtle on up, but I did this simply to throw off their pawn line more and exchange. F5 looks really bad to you here. F5. F5. So what the engine's suggesting, going to here, you don't think is good. It creates a pawn chain, linked pawns from a strong structure. I mean, this is the kind of thing that I often find myself struggling with in the endgame. I can't find a way through their pawn structure. So I see why that's good, possibly. Okay, Funkable's claim is that knight takes e3 isn't great because the knight is already such a strong. Their bishop's blocked and doing nothing. I mean, they're attacking here. It's not nothing. And they recapture a pawn, which strengthens the center. Okay, so I think like a balance I don't quite understand yet is, isn't it good to disrupt the king's pawn line when you can make an even trade? I thought that was a rule, yeah, a rule of how we play. Taking a bishop allows a check. I mean, it does, but, you know, I have two defenders here. I think we're good. Maybe? Huh. I mean, come on, if they come on down here, I'm good. I don't know. Okay, so we don't like this move I made, even though it's the best move that far, but the next move is the really problematic one. Okay, I mean, it's not the end of the game, certainly, but keep in mind pawn chaining instead. Fine. I mean, that's f-pawn movement, right? This is where I struggle. Because I do move the f-pawn a little later, and it's a disaster when I do that. But doing it at this point is better. There's no attacker on this, though. I don't know. Anyway, fine. Didn't make the right move. I attack a pawn. That's fine, I guess. They move the queen out. It's fine again. I move my bishop forward. I'm doing that to defend this. It could have been kicked, I'm seeing. Indeed, they do that, correct? Okay, so the bishop there, strengthening not so good. What would they have preferred me to do? Just move the rook over. Yeah, so I hesitated on moving the rook over because it didn't feel exactly productive. I know in the long term it's aptly a productive move, but it is one that doesn't immediately give me anything because the queen is able to go over. Now, in the fullness of time, when I've pinned the queen, it becomes a much better move. So I think it's simply a let's activate the rook so they can do something eventually, as opposed to a it's great right now. So again, a balance I struggle with about when to prepare for the future and when to push right now. Okay, they kick as expected. Glad I found the check. That made me very happy. I'm forcing the opponent to lose castling rights, but they don't do that. They instead block with the queen. Like I said, I was very, very surprised on that one. And then move my bishop forward. It's an exclamation great move. So it's a move I should be proud of. Now I throw it away in a moment here. So that is good. They recapture. Like here was very, very good. Right? Had I had my rook here, it could have been even better. Right? It's like, this is great. If you were here, never mind. They take, it's pinned though. So yeah, they take here. I stay where I am, possibly. The rook's already here. We can go take things, including the rook, frankly, if we want to. Yeah. Anyway, I do that. They do that. And then, like, I recognize that this is good math, right? It is mathematically good to take this, right? Because it is ultimately exchanging a bishop for a rook, right? So mathematically, this works out. No, it doesn't. Wait, why not? What am I missing? rooks are worth more than bishops. I go from trading a bishop to a queen for a bishop for a rook. Oh, it's starting here. In total, it's better. See, on account, that's all I'm trying to get to. Like, I'm not saying this was the correct move. I'm not saying that's correct. I'm just saying, like, this is what I was thinking. Again, like, I'm a 5-12 player, and so I'm just saying mathematically it was an okay series. I'm not saying it was the correct series. I'm trying to explain what I was thinking in the moment. That's all. That's all. Because we talked about trading down, right? We talked about simplifying the board by taking any trade available once you're positive. So I'm +9. I'm +6. Like, at this point, I'm thinking trade down, trade down, trade down. But I see why we didn't need to do this, right? We could have kept the pin. We should have kept the pin. That's all I'm saying. And I think it's important for me as a developing player to explain to you all why I do this, why I make my moves. Because I think if I'm just in the mode of like, that's a bad move, that's a bad move, that's a bad move, it discourages me so much. So like, look, I know that's not a great move. Like, I know it's not a great move. I've denied castling rights, but ultimately it's not wonderful. I get it. I get it. Shouldn't have done it. Did it. Oh well. Okay, at this point we're still +2, right? That is good. Not great, but good. I step back, fine. Okay, at this point, I make a big mistake. So, I make a major error here. Because I finally say, oh, okay, we gotta do something, right? I see the possibility of a check brewing. And like, that's good thinking. However, the bad part of it is I lose the defender here, so they get a check more immediately. So just forgot the role this thing was playing from the moment prior. I believe this is the moment where I lose the entire match, frankly. And indeed, the big swing agrees with me. So move 19, end of the match, unfortunately. And I think at this point, it's just really, really bad. It's more important to our people are saying than explain myself. All right, look, you're right. You're right. I made a bad move. I agree. I shouldn't take a further trade. I agree. I'm sorry. I agree. I don't think we need to talk through this one anymore. I'm going to play another game. Friends, thanks for being here. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Let's go and play a new game. We know what we did wrong on that one. We'll not make that mistake again. At least not in this game. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to be black side again. I was hoping for a white side to try one of the openings I know, but not this time, unfortunately. I believe we played Cliff previously here, and that's a good time. That's a good time. So, we're doing the queen thing this time. I believe there are interesting responses here. I believe there's some response like I go out this way, but I don't know it well enough, unfortunately. Maybe. Hello. Okay, so there's like fun stuff here. We don't know. Oh, this is like Queen's Gambit accepted or Queen's Gambit refused. I will accept the Queen's Gambit. Now, past that, I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's be straight here. I do not know what I'm doing past Queen's Gambit accepted. At least I knew what to call it, though. That's good. That's good. Hello. Okay. The central variations upon us. Sounds good. I go in. They take. Behold my queen. We can go attack the queen here. There's nothing. Sure. The McConnell defense is upon us. You want to exchange queens, fam? I'd enjoy that. It also allows us to have a loss of castling right on old buddy there. Huh, that wasn't the plan. Probably should have defended that. Oh well. Do I just take now? I can take with the queen. The queen would only be attacked then by the other queen. And she's protected, and that seems good. She's threatening this now. Seems fine. We'll see how it goes. See how it goes. Yeah, I remember learning the Queen's Gambit accepted, but not the defense to it. So we're playing by instinct now, and instinct means the Queen gets to come visit. So the F-pawn is under attack. That's not a concern for us anymore. It's all fine. We can fork here. That's a bad idea. The queen moves. She's defending this now, so I can't take. Fine. Bump, 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 bump. So I could move the F-pawn forward. I think I'm getting an attack here to invite her to come forward, but no. Yeah. Queen Central, I'm not sure. So I can move you forward to attack here. If we pull that off, we would get the queen, possibly. Let's see. Also on the road to developing the old buddy here. Also, I could have checked. If I checked... 1 second. If I check what happens... I mean, the king needs to run away then. Okay, if I check... Okay, if I check, they can't take my queen. If I check, they can defend with a knight. Unfortunately, it's a pretty contested square. If I check, and I take this, it's bad for me. But they have to defend it somehow, right? I check. They can defend like this, or this, or this, or king runs away. If they choose this choice, the bishop goes in, and then they have to, I don't know. Okay. I think the queen needs to run away, unfortunately. Or we need to take this. No one is attacking this square except for the queen. Yeah. It's defended here. If they take this, I mean, the queen is now pinned, right? So that's a good thing. Okay. They're attacking the F. This is one of those preemptive moments where I could have gone forward but didn't. So they've lost one defender on this square. If we go here now, they block with a bishop. Okay. I don't know what happens next. Like, kicking is a standard story. I believe that kicking is bad. I can add a defender to the queen. That's not a good idea. I can move forward to here. Oh boy. I'm gonna check. I don't know how this plays out, but I want to see how it plays out. Oh, you know what? This attacked my queen also. I'm not sure if you're aware. I'm not sure if you're aware, but knights can jump in multiple directions. The queen is now being attacked in 2 ways. Both of these pieces are pinned for right now. However, I believe I drive my queen home now. Unfortunately, this square is not covered. If I had my white... If I had my white here, that'd be really cool. So you can't move, but you can move. If I take this, you can't move, but you can. We don't have a follow-up on that. So I think I'm going to exchange is long and short of this thing. Though driving in could be interesting. So I take, they take. If I go in this way, something else needs to happen. We check for turn. Presumably they take that way. There was something else to do here, but fine. But fine. Cat. Well, we didn't exactly see that happening, but whatever, it's all fine. Okay, right. So, we need to develop some pieces now. I can move you to here. I am +2 now. So if I go to here, and they come, I mean, legit, but they'll probably kick, and that's less than legit right now. This is still pinned, fantastic. I can castle to get my rook here to apply more pressure. If I do that, then we can go in and trade, sort of. I'm not sure. I need to develop pieces. If I go here, it's bad. Castling is potentially fine, but I feel very nervous about this. Am I kicking? Kicking is not developing. I don't know, team. I don't know, team. I don't know, team. If I go here, I get kicked also. If I go here, I get lost. I don't know. Unfortunately, doing this, I lose castling rights, don't I? Yeah. Just castling might have been better. Or, you know, just moving a piece. I mean, doing this at least frees space for you to go here. I mean, the somewhat lame development of the knight. Early knight moves feel so good early game, and then, like, entirely questionable later game. What's the jump pattern, though, for you, knight friend? I mean, to here is safe. Attacking that. If we get a bishop here, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, they move back. I'm a little surprised by that. If I go in, they can do the same to me. We are up, so we want to do that kind of thing. I don't believe they're going to come in, but they might. How do I attack their best? I believe I'm going to castle here. The castling is first in mind right now. Yeah, I'm going to castle. Fine. I feel it may have been a waste of a turn, but if I can add pressure to here, I'd be very happy. Next turn, unless there's... Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, so we're opening up the king side, unfortunately. I think it's the only move I can make right now. I could move the king away. Not there. To here. Because nothing else is being attacked currently. it better to take the piece or to avoid and deal with them in the future? I don't know. I'm going to avoid for turn. I don't know if that's the right move. I don't know, team. I don't know. Just maintaining my structure might be important, because they still have a full structure there. Okay, they're attacking the pawn. I don't really care. I could kick forward again. I mean, they want me to move this piece no matter what. I can push into it safely. So we're advancing our pawns and not doubling. That's something that might be important. Hello, Nons. How are you? Where are you off to?
I'm gonna go watch some horses.
Watch some horses? What do you mean? Are you watching chess?
Yes. I'm just gonna sit here for the next few hours, and that's why I have all these water bottles.
That sounds lovely.
To me.
Sounds lovely, Noms. Where are you actually going?
There's an equestrian park. I'm gonna go run over there and run.
That's fine. I hope you enjoy the equestrian park. Sounds like a lot of fun.
When I went there last time, it was closed.
I hope it's open this time. Hopefully.
Well, this was like years ago.
Got it. All right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I need to focus here.
Oh, yeah, that's okay.
I love you a lot. I'll see you again in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye for now, sweetie.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I don't know if I'm afraid of this piece. It's working by itself. It's annoying, but that's okay. If they get some bishop involved, that might not be ideal. Like, bishop to here might be annoying. I can't check currently. I could push the pawn, because it's not really doing anything right now, and it's defended. I said I would develop pieces, though, as turn no matter what. So I'm developing a piece this turn no matter what. You're going to here, I guess? Wait. Let's have a fork, then. You go to there. It's defended against still, I believe. Fine. As many of you have mentioned, I always end up making these somewhat heroic bishop moves. I'm unwilling to move like one step forward, unfortunately. I don't know why that is. I'd like to find a way to put more pressure on you. Oh, why don't I just do this? Am I an idiot? Wait, what'd you do? They moved back to defend the king. Wait. Okay, they're attacking there now. So things are getting shenanigansy. Why didn't I make that move last turn? Yeah, this would have been a much better move last turn. I don't know. Why'd I go here? Okay, they jumped away. I like that. So they're attacking here. If I take this, they take this. If I move you, this is protected, and I like that. You're attacking this also, which is unfortunate for the rook. How do I work this? How do I work this? I mean, I'm probably just going to take, but I don't like his location at all. If I don't give the rook space, so assume I take. I just can't get a check right now, unfortunately. It's all well blocked in. So assume I take. They go to there. there's nothing to do for the rook. I move to here. I'm not defending anything. Wait. You already defended. You're defended. Fine, whatever. You go to here. I have problems. I can defend this by going here. It goes here then. And I don't know what happens. Maybe knight out is best to defend this and give the rook running room. We'll see. Okay. We did some things. we did some things, team. I think that's the right move, given what's involved elsewhere. Okay. As expected. So, I go here now. I'm protecting that also doubly. So they're +1 now. Okay. They're still +1. When did they go +1? Or they didn't plus all the way through. So early game I was +2. +2 through there. They've made a move. Okay, so you're attacking there. That's fine. If I go here, the king can't move forward. So, like, rook across makes some sense to me right now. I think. Yeah. I wonder when they became plus. I see first time chat in chat, as I saw a little pop-up box. Good to see you. I don't read chat during stream, unfortunately, or during chess, unfortunately. I will chit-chat after a while, but for right now, no, unfortunately. But good to see you. Hope you're doing well. That spot's horrible, actually. This spot's kind of strong in that it protects the rook. If I go to here, I threaten the knight. Oh, you know, if it gets there, it'd be a disaster. I think I go threaten the knight. Is that true? Or I go here. And to here. It puts pressure, but not much past that. Okay, I'm going to go threaten the knight here. Next intended move is c5, I believe. And I don't know. I mean, next intended move is taking the accursed. Fine. You're attacking nothing right now. We can come down here and just like bully it for a time. I'm not exactly sure what the best possible move is here. I mean, I could move my king in. Sure. A lot of your jumps are a problem, aren't they? A lot of your jumps are problems, aren't they? Hey! That's pretty cool. That's a good thing. I'll take that. I know it's relatively easy to trap knights in corners. I just didn't see it that time. Until just now. Yeah, cool. And they're in a position where they're being trapped. They can't take anything. Now, they could move you down to defend, but that doesn't help you at all. Okay, they're threatening a rook now. That's not great. I need the rook to continue its good work here. Previously, it was defending this and this. We can move down to this middle section to do the same thing. I can also just take here. If I just take here, are you still trapped then? You are. So it's still a trap. You come across, the king takes. No. I take, you come across, the rook is still stuck. We drop back and take it. Or we drop back for right now. You come across, if we take it, one second. I go here, you go here, king takes, you're stuck still, I believe. Not sure. We're not up at all, so having the king take the knight... Well, okay, one second. The rook was covered. Oh, it got out safely. Okay. I believe the math's actually good. If we stayed here, they take... I take. I mean, the knight gets out safely then. Yeah, that's how it goes. And that's why they call it the blues. We can push forward and cause troubles for it. I can move my second rook behind. I can go try to bully pawns. Oh, slight problem. Yeah, slight problem there. Yeah, slight problem there, my friends. We have a slight problem there. How do I deal with that best? I'm glad I noticed that. So if they take, my knight can take, they go in fine. So long as I don't move the knight, we're okay. I can push forward. I only have a minute left. I spent way too long thinking the past few moves. I don't know. Okay, you're attacking a rook. If you take, I take. I don't have any guaranteed takes. This is protected. Is it time? Oh, they... I hate when this happens. Absolutely hate when this happens. Okay, this is the correct move. They take, I take. We are, in fact, back to even on that. But man, getting my rooks forked feels pretty bad, man. So, good trade, allegedly. Felt pretty awful, though. Alright, so they have 2 rooks. My advantage now is that I have a knight. And that's really the only advantage currently. Yeah, so you know, I'm going to lose this. I do not know how to play endgames. At all. Hello. You can attack this safely. So I go block this for right now. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm going to lose all my pawns. Just so you know, they're all dead already. There's not even a conversation to be had about the pawns. I can move my king over to help. Hello. That's not great. Oh, man. What am I even doing? So, they come here. I don't have to go there. So, I'm not going to. I can attack here if I want to in a bit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Fine. I'm now okay, if I attack and they go there, I'm in bad shape. I absolutely loathe this game sometimes, my friends. Fine. And let me tell you honestly, time would not help here. Like, time is not a useful factor in this part of the game. I just don't see what needs to happen. Okay. They're threatening this. That's okay. We continue marching forward gloriously. I guess? Okay. You're being attacked legit. The king starts moving to the middle. Maybe. Okay, the check is expected. Fine. The king continues moving to the middle. This is not great. If I step you down, I lose this. If you step you up, you got problems. I can't attack currently. If the king moves over to attack, he can't. I'm going to move this forward to disrupt. I don't know what happens after this, but just disruptive in a way, I hope. Oh boy. Okay, they take 5. I don't want to take there. I push forward. I need to get you free. I could move the king over 1 here, but again, I can't take at that point. Hello. Okay, you're not trapped. What's most useful here? I mean, if you want to make this trade, I'm down for it. Absolutely down for it. Your call. Your call, mi amigo. Alright, we move here. If they go here, I do that. I'm very glad for that. Hello. Okay. So I can move forward and protect again. I don't want to go for repetition by any means. No, we're even-ish, so I don't want to go for repetition. I should move you all the way down here, I think. Yeah, I'm currently defending a knight as opposed to being productive. If I keep marching you forward, that'll be very strong against this. But we have to deal with this still in a way I don't fully understand. Maybe I move up here next. Maybe. Hello. Okay. If the king moves forward, he defends all of this still. Now, if you move forward, let's figure it out. Not sure if right. If they come over, though, I can take. If they come forward, I can take. My knight's defending here also. Okay. So the king needs to move. He's attacking this. Okay. If he takes this, we're fine, actually. Okay. Hello. I can't take you, unfortunately. That's rough. I can with this, which I think is fine, because if they come, we're fine. Maybe. I want to move forward here next. Okay, that's not great. My knight can block, but that's not useful. I can start going after pawns. I'm going to do this, though. Gotta get the rook in play. Got to get the rook in play. Hello. Ah! Okay, fine. Yeah, not good play there by any means. This is so strong. Okay. If they come forward, I can take. They're not attacking my knight currently. That was so bad. Hello. Okay. Gotta make sure I find a way to avoid them skewering my knight. This is not a good moment for me, potentially. Yeah, I don't know at what turn here I can get my my rook free, but I think this is a very dangerous move for me. So that's not especially dangerous, actually. There's no check there. So it's time for me to try to get my, yeah, my rook back involved, I think. Hello. So I actually don't mind this because of that. I can't check. I can attack this rook from here. You're protecting that. You're attacking. Okay, fine. I'd like to eat some, defend the pawns. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Secret Agent Rook did pretty well there. Secret Agent Rook. Secret Agent Rook. Okay. Is there attack on the king? There is, but not a useful one. My rook can move over to defend. I can go in and attack, but it's not a good attack. So, defensive for a moment. I could have gone here and attacked, but I think they would have moved forward. I need to play more aggressively as I'm up 2. You're maybe making it dangerous for my king. If you move forward, we got a problem. So it's not a big problem, though. So I think that's the correct move now. If they come forward, it's not an attack. So I can grab that. These two together can't cause me a problem to think, hello, that might be an issue. Okay. I need to get my pieces off the side there. They gotta get back involved. Okay, we're fine right now. I guess I'm fine with exchanging rooks as I'm up. I mean, I'm not actually, because I don't know how to endgame. But we'll see what happens now. Hello. Repetition, possibly. Not sure. The pawn at g2 is currently protected by the king. Gotta get eaten. If we can get these down, the world becomes so much better for me. This is an attack on the rook. Hello, good to see you. So this is no longer protected by the king. That's a good thing. We're in a position now to go have some good eating, possibly. A little bit of yum, 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 yum. Wouldn't mind that at all. I know that rook plus king attempts to corner. I need to be careful not to stalemate. I need to get my queen. I need to not stalemate. Gosh, so I think we're heading to stalemate. I hate it so much. This exchange is fine. I don't mind that at all. I should have taken this. No. If I do that, I don't protect that. Okay, check. Just stay away from corners. Just stay away from corners. Stay away from the king. There are lots of legal moves. We're fine. I'm considering promoting into a rook instead of a queen. So I believe castling would be more better, more good here. If I take this, you threaten that. That's fine. If they go here, I move my king there to protect. Fine. Okay. Okay. Good to see you. Step down one. Don't get stuck in the corner, you're fine. Don't be dumb. Okay. Possibly dumb of me. Possibly very dumb of me there. If I lose... Wait, I can check? Hello? I can always check if I need to. Always check if I need to. Okay. We're fine. If they take the knight, not great. So this is the part where I potentially lose the whole game, just so you know. I need to get the king over to protect, but there's an issue. Okay, fine. Just play this safely. I should have pushed forward, yeah? Maybe not. Hello. We're close. We're close. Ah! Man. Ah! I'll take the draw. I'll take the draw. I'm so annoyed at myself right now, team. So annoyed at myself. This always happens. It's fine, okay. Have a nice time, playing a game, all good. A draw is fine. I deserve a draw. Please just let me have a draw. I think I probably got overly defensive. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, team. I don't know, team. I don't know. I'm in a corner now, just so you know. Like, this is how you get mated. just so you're aware, this is how you get mated as a against a rook king. We refused to draw just now. Is meat back on the menu? Is meat back on the menu, boys? I gotta get out of the corner, obviously. We may still end up drawing. I don't know what I'm doing, just so you know. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know what we're doing here, team. We got some problems. Oh boy. If I find a way to like spear, that'd be awesome. I should take the draw. I think it's very unsporting for me not to do so. Oh, cap. Looking for any possible spear that does not get my queen taken. Spear, fork, and a spear. Skewer. Skewer. It's an S word, sorry. Okay. Okay. Gotta do this right. Do not lose the queen. Okay. I gotta get out of this corner, though. Gotta get out of the corner. How do I do that? Okay. This is a nice start, I think. Now, they'll continue to be able to defend. I can move my king. Is there another skewer? I can attack here, they just take. Huh. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So they're getting out of the corner for right now. If I go down, we got problems. I go to here, we got problems. I can go here, we're safe. My friends were hobbling. Okay, I mean, I can just make the trade and take the draw. Okay. I think this is just take the trade and accept the draw. I think this is the end. I think we had a good run, but fine, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Fine, whatever. Hello, friends! Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Hope you're good. I had mate. These things happen. These things happen. Please, Pharaoh, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm very angry with myself already. Just give me a minute. Just give me genuinely a minute. I just need a second to like let me decompress, and then we can say here's why you're bad. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's all fine. I'm gonna fill up my water glass, then we can talk through it. I just need a second. Be right back. 1 second. 1 second. We're good. We're good. Hello, friends. It's good to see you. I feel fine now. I'm ready to receive any feedback you have. It's not clear to me when it all fell apart. Oh, emote only chat's on? Thank you. I'm fine. We can leave emote only chat. It's all good. It's all good. I just need a second after a match. If it immediately is like, you missed all these things, this is what you like, fine. I just need a second. All right, I'm gonna leave you from emote only chat. We'll go to normal human chat and we'll have a good time now. How do I turn off emote only chat? I don't know how to turn it off. We can either review an emote only. No, it's fine now. It's fine now. Pepper, thank you for turning it off. Appreciate it. We're fine now. I just needed a second. Okay. Someone wants to be friends. Okay, hello, friend. A night trap is a cool idea. I don't know what the night trap was. Hey, boss, good seeing you. I've improved my chess for the last few months. Thank you very much. I know I'm doing a lot better. I feel fine. I just needed a second. Is this true on other chess streams? Or do people who play chess manage to immediately, like, get into Here's Wrong? The green screen's acting up? Oh, is it really? Oh, it is. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. Has it been for the whole match? Is it a problem for the whole match? If so, I apologize. Or did I just bump it now? Most streamers play 3-minute games, don't have to sit and review. Oh, I got water. Okay, no worries at all. Thank you. Wait, it's still messed up. Hello? Hello, green screen? We good? We good? Green screen, yes? Green screen, yes enough for right now. No, it's not, huh? Oh boy, must have bumped it on the way out. Oh, fine, all fine. We may end up being no green screen guy if need be. We're fine now. Alright, you saw Magnus slam the table. Almost no one reacts well to chat jumping and telling them where they messed up. Oh, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Everyone loses it after a loss they didn't want. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. It's just, yeah, I don't get angry. I'm not like furious. I don't want to yell at you all. It's just, I just need a second. It's fine. Okay, so you're unhappy because I did not take the draw when I said to take the draw. It's because I got the queen. Right, I got the queen. I think, like, the moment I had a queen over the rook, the numbers were good again. But was it unsporting of me not to take the draw? Like, going into the final fight, knowing full well that I didn't know how to end game. It was unkind. Okay. But I had a queen. He only offered me draw once. Like, had he offered it repeatedly, I might have gone for it. Okay. I had a nice moment. We had some blunders. Yeah. Had I not gotten the queen, I probably would have just ended it up, of course, but... Not recapturing f6 was crazy. I don't know what that means. We'll find out for a little bit, though. Alright, here's how we began the game. I accepted the queen's gambit. Hooray! Then what happened? They took that. Pretty bad move. Well, these things happen. Alright, the queen goes forward. That was pretty cool. The offering queen trade. They should have taken, but they didn't. I could have moved my knight out for check. So I talked about check here. Why was check a useful move here? So they block that way. That helps their development. I mean, it's not the ideal development, but... Is it just that it pins? It stops the attack. Oh, it blocks their bishop in. That is huge. Okay, I didn't notice that at all. Yeah, I didn't... I knew the pin knight, but I didn't see this. This feels like a really important thing I just didn't see at all. Okay, cool. Cool. We get there eventually. They don't like that I took the queen here. Or the pawn here. It's me attempting to continue offering a queen trade. So why do we not like that move there? Okay, so it causes the king to lose castling, and then some other stuff happens too. Luckily, no, this level is good enough to see that, so they jump away. I finally check. So this is probably another one of those moments where I say I really should take the queen trade, and then I just don't. And the reason I don't is because I suddenly feel like I'm in a stronger position where I don't have to take the queen. That's at this point, I go ahead and do so. The game encouraged... Oh, I could have gotten a rook. So had I gone here... Okay, they check then. I block. I don't know. This is already too far away from me, unfortunately. When I don't queen trade, I want them to initiate it. It's true, it's true. Okay, so that happens. You want me to castle? So it's good that I kicked her, apparently. I'm always very suspicious of my kicks. I moved to here because it feels forky. They want me to, wait, why do you want me to go here instead? Video game? Why this? Wait, that's not my piece. We're good. We're good. My apologies, we're good. Like, wait, why do you want me to move my piece over there? It's their piece, fine, whatever. They hate that I castled here. They wanted me to take the knight instead. I mean, they recapture. They can't recapture. So this is what I didn't see. This is what I didn't see. I forgot we were pinned. This is exactly the issue. I did not see we were pinned this moment. We'd pinned this moment. 100%. Yeah, entirely the story. Should have taken it. I agree. Totally. It was just a stupid move. Stupid move for old Resorty. So, not the worst, but I should have seen it. Okay, so this was a blunder. How to remember it next time? So I think, you know, the standard line is like look for checks, etc. Yeah, I should be looking for pins, like reestablishing I have this piece pinned, right? That's the story there. Okay, so in this moment, I noticed the check, of course. We have a problem. But I also noticed we gotta keep the pawn line strong, and doubling pawns bad. Now, maybe at this point of the game, whatever. But I didn't want to lose a piece, I guess. So I don't know. Yeah, trying to maintain the pawn line. I don't know. It matters less than the queens are off the board. Okay. Giving up pieces is worse. I didn't give up any pieces here. Okay, that's a fairly bad move, though. And we don't lose anything. This gets weird real fast. Okay, so they don't like that I did this. It unpins the knight. That's a thing. They jump away. Right. I don't take in this moment because I worry about my rook. So I move out to give my rook space. Had I done this, they want to take a bishop. I mean, why is this not a good move? I mean, a rook for a... Yeah, I don't know. So that's what I was worried about when I made those moves. Now, this part, very confusing, a lot going on. And when we have that like tight clutch of all those pieces together, each attacking only one, I get confused. But okay, I made that move. I jumped here in the attempt to defend. That's them, rather. That's fine. I move forward here to give my rook room to run. Not ideal. They capture, I recapture, they capture, I recapture. We've gone then from... It's all the same. Total trade, no problems. Okay. They like the move there. They castle. I attack the knight. They go in. Hey, at this point, I realized something. This was almost a disaster, but I recognized, oh, we can just attack the knight. So it actually is the case here that the problematic knight ended up taking nothing. We had a bishop exchange in the middle. Everything's even. And we end up taking a knight here. So that's pretty cool. Oh, not immediately. We actually didn't take the knight. I didn't take the knight because I was afraid of losing the rook. Right, so after this happened, I recognized that the trade actually is correct. Though it's losing a rook, it's 6-5, right? Losing the rooks feels so bad to me, but 6-5 is good. That would have returned us to even score right here. So I should have done that, obviously. But again, obviously, only after the moment. Protecting rooks seems so important to me. It was a good trap, but then I gave up the trap, unfortunately. Yeah, didn't do it well there. I finally made the correct trade here. And go back to even. So we've taken a pawn advantage from earlier. That's good. Now at this point, I don't really have an end game plan. I believe I say that right here. Like, though we're back to evens, I have no meaningful plan at all. They don't like my defensive move. They want me to go to here instead. Why? What does that lead to? I guess an attack on the king, ultimately? So they start eating. What does the check give me, though? Just an opportunity to start moving pawns. I mean, I recognize that that's important, but I struggle so much with why that goes. Yeah, I struggle. God. King trap in the corner is good. Okay, I mean, I don't doubt that. In the moment after, I forgot the sequence leads off with the king taking their knight. He's going to make the right move, and that's going to get away. Yeah, Pharaoh, I agree. I agree absolutely. I noticed they're only a second too late, like usual. Okay, so yeah, it's a case here where, like, I don't see the jump terribly well, and this feels non-productive to me, but I see how it could be quite good actually. So yeah, if I can force it into the corner, and I can get my rook here, things get potentially kind of cool, and we go forward, hopefully take that way. But yeah, it's just deciding which checks are productive and which ones are not useful is very hard for me still. We move forward, everyone makes fine moves. That's a very bad move. Why did I make that move? Does anyone have an account of why I made that move? With them. I'm not the white side. They're the white side. So we get stuck in the corner here. We're fine. We get stuck in the corner here defending these two. And I agree this is not a great place to be. But as of right now, it is the best move, right? But that's really bad for them. Okay, so I think I saw that this is an attack on the rook. I did see that, but why does the king move away here? Like, I definitely saw. I know I saw this. Oh, there's a fork here. Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Yep, didn't see that at all. I saw the attack, but not what it leads to, as usual, right? I can think one ahead, but not two ahead quite yet. That's really interesting, though. Yeah, I just got stuck on what it does right now, not what it's going to do later. Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, see why I didn't get it, though. I'm moving pieces forward. The pieces, so we're all making mistakes now. Everyone here's making mistakes because no one knows how to play endgames meaningfully. They don't like this move. Okay, I think I offer them the knight next turn. So I'm doing this trying to weaken their pawn structure, apparently a bad idea. Alright, there I finally make this move. Finally made that move there. Give it a pawn for free is not good. Okay, so I guess my idea of weakening pawn structures is not worth doing. I don't know. I have this idea that I need to weaken pawn structures in any way I can. But, yeah, this move one I should have made earlier. I see how it goes. Okay, they move to there. They want me to move behind the knight. I think we get there eventually. Just not right away. So the game is fairly even right here. It's about to swing in their direction. I like that I notice this position defends everything nearby. That was pretty cool. At this point, I'm desperate to get my knight out of the corner. Okay, they don't like my moving forward. So I did that. Why? I think I did this in order to ensure that if the pawn were taken, it'd be protected. But of course it's already protected. We didn't need to do that. Yeah. Noticing what the king protects, I struggled a little bit. I struggled quite a bit there. So I could go ahead and take that. They retake then. I struggle. I struggle to know how that works exactly. Like, when are they good takes, when are they not good takes? It's a challenge for me. Especially because we're basically even, right? If we were up by 17, I'd go, let's take everything. But we're not, and so I struggle a bit. And that's okay. That's okay, but yeah, I push forward. Everyone's making questionable moves, fine. This ends up being a great move now, because I can't recapture. I understand. Okay, they don't like they did this. I was offering a beneficial trade. It doesn't work out. I end up here eventually. Yeah, this move felt pretty bad. Like, when I recognized I couldn't protect the pawn. That was not a great moment. But, yeah, I think at this point, we're heading towards things that are really bad. Now, in a moment, they're going to become pretty good. Okay, yeah. So, in this moment, I've just moved my pawn forward. My rook is back in the game. That's wonderful because they don't see that move, and so I can take it. Now, this is where things are good. They're gonna become bad really, really soon because I don't know what to do at this moment. Does anyone have a clever idea on like how to approach this? You know, if you were playing the video game that is like a puzzle, what would you do next? Hey, tell me, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you for the channel. Thank you for joining us on the channel, and thank you for your follow earlier. Do I do tactics, and if so, for how long? If you mean puzzles, like try to get the checkmate, I usually do 5 or 10 of those a day. When you say tactics, I'm not quite sure what you have in mind, but if you'd let me know what you mean, I'd appreciate it for sure. The simplest way to win is to go ahead and trade rooks. Attack the pawns, push past pawns. Yeah, the rook trade, the rook trade, the rook trade. Okay. Am I trying for a rook trade here? Like, so at this moment, how do I force the rook trade? Unfortunately, I can't. Not immediately. If I move here, it's not a trade. Okay. So at what moment was a trade possible? Okay, they don't like that I attack the rook like that. Oh, I see why. Yeah, I saw that there's this to attack, which is true. Here is a fork that I could have gotten a pawn off of. Just missed that entirely, unfortunately. So should have done that. They come across again. I move away, fine. Profound blunder, apparently, on the side of the king. I don't know why it's a blunder. Let's find out. Oh! Oh! Oh, wow. That is something, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to say there's no way I would find that. Like, it's possible I could do so. What was I worried about instead? Oh! I'm trying to force the rook trade. You wanted the rook trade. I tried. I tried to make the rook trade. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, again, I do see the mate. But I tried for a rook trade. I gave you what you wanted like 20 minutes ago. Okay. We're away from mate in 1. Fine. Okay. I eat a pawn. That's good. I eat a pawn. That's good. So at this point, I'm eating pawns, and that's great. In a bit here, I'm going to screw it up in a big way. So I'm moving towards a corner. I don't like that I'm moving towards the corner. It ends up causing problems later. So I should have moved towards these, but I didn't. You have taken last pawn here. This is check? Or do you mean like a moment before? You would take it here? Yeah, I guess. I'm trying to advance my pawns like a good kid. Yeah, I'll eventually take it. We're still ahead. Yeah, okay, right. I see how this falls apart. I suspect what I was thinking right here, I may have even said, like, don't stalemate. And so anytime I start getting into a tiny corner like this, I worry about shenanigans happening that are not beneficial. But sure, I absolutely the king could have protected that, just didn't do so. And so things start getting a little bit dicey, unfortunately. Yeah. So we're still fine right here. When are we not fine? That move. Why did I do that? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea that. I think one thing I often struggle with is exactly Wibble. Once I'm under a minute, once I see that red, even if I've played very, very quickly for a little while, I then have the moment of, oh gosh, I can never take time again. So learning when I'm out of time pressure again, it's something I gotta work on. I need to find a way to turn that switch back off, possibly. That'd be very good, but not yet. What move should I have made instead? Like, I did not want to lose the pawn. Like, the pawn really matters. I guess I could have pushed forward here. Is that good? Yeah, so I lose the pawn, but gain this. And then we, like, try as best we can to drive into a corner. Okay. Yeah, I think I was hyper vigilant about not losing the pawn. And that was an error, obviously. Hey, I appreciate it. So, I play a lot of games. I'm not intending to be the world's greatest chess expert. I'm also a professor. I also have other hobbies. So I like chess quite a bit, but I'm not willing to buckle down and try to be a grandmaster. We started our chess adventure, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, and yeah, I started as like a 280 or so, and so I have been improving. It's just not important to me to improve as much as I possibly can. I definitely see why your suggestions are good. I see like the importance of trying to do better, etc., etc. But yeah, I guess I'm unwilling to spend that much time on it. But thank you for the awesome suggestions. I do see them there, and yeah, yeah. I try to study my games with you all. The way studying my games tends to go, which you're seeing right now, is I explain what I was trying to do and what I was thinking, and then the good people in chat say, that was wrong. And I say, yes, but I was trying to do this. I want to explain. And you say, that was wrong. So welcome to the channel. Just like make a macro, they push a button, that's wrong. All right. So yeah. That was obviously not a great move. But in this moment, I find a way to protect my eventual queen here. And that's great. So I'm now up 4, but I don't know what to do with it, obviously. So yeah. Thank you, Pharaoh. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just don't know how to do this. And again, I know I need to get out of the corner. I know. So I am ahead. I know I need to protect the queen. I know I want to skewer, but this happens, right? I think my attempt to get out of the corner gave him that skewer. So I was looking for skewers, and they found one that was great. And so we went and accepted the draw, and that was fine. Yeah, there's probably a way to play out of it. Probably the world's greatest player can go boom, 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 but it's a tough one for me, and it's okay with that. I don't need to protect the queen, just don't hang a fork. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is the thing, right? It is the case that the queen could, just go far away. And yeah, I think much like the rook king ending, I know I need to go into the corner, but there's just a lot going on. So I should have accepted the draw, obviously, but we didn't quite do so. But this is one of the most difficult endgames. That's good. It's good still. I got a draw off of that as opposed to really screwing it up. But that's all good. You don't need to go in the corner for this one. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I understand in principle what needs to happen, but actually making it happen is tough. Chat wants me to practice rook plus king versus king mate. I hate it so much. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I will go ahead and do a little bit of rook king endgame. I find it tedious for reasons you're about to see. Where's the endgame thing? Is it a puzzle possibly? Do I think it's slow and repetitive? Yes. That's not it. Where is it? Endgames, there we go. Alright, checkmates. Queen versus rook mate. Wait, what's the one I want though? Rook mate, here we go. Alright, team. Alright. So I'm a professor of philosophy, it lacks creativity. Italian, you're not wrong. Though I know it's the right way to play, to go memorize openings, to ensure that you have the wisdom of the sages with you. I do find it a bit tedious. So the moments where I can think through and decide the best way feels so good. The places where there's just one solution feels not great. So memorizing openings is not the right way to play. Okay. See, this is what I mean. Italian, you see this? I say something that I think is non-controversial, that the masters learn openings to play well. And what does chat say? Wrong. I like you all, but you're predictable. Okay, I know what I need to do. Like, the general story here is to have the king, like, defend this sort of thing. Like, defend an area so that it can't get out. And you use the rook to then finish it by getting onto a line, I believe. So definitely the lessons I've been going through slowly just taught me some openings. So I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm ready to do. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so right. I can check. So the king is currently stuck here, and that's good. If I go here, I blocked out my rook. Good. So we're checking again. They're going that way. Alright. That's not great. Can I drive them back to a corner? That was a bit of an oopsie doopsie, wasn't it? Okay, they're going for the rook now. They can't take the rook. Time for repetition. We'll try again next time. Very good. All right, one more time. We got this. They're stuck on the edge. I don't want to block on my rook, obviously. I'll move this way. They're going to go eat my rook, aren't they? I'm going to back up a little bit. Oh gosh, king on the loose. They can't take that. Team. The problem I don't know what the end goal game looks like. You're not exactly wrong. The end goal game is that the king can't move. Alright. I'm blocking it in. I'm doing it wrong. Well, that's enough practice, team. That's enough practice. Time for the game. We have 15 minutes till an ad break, so I'm going to go ahead, my friends, and run a quick ad of 3 minutes. When that's done, we'll go ahead and play the game properly, and that'll be fun. Revisit 300 elo, yeah. I mean, I could pull up, like, a picture of what I'm trying to do. I could pull a picture of, like, the end game. Not for me. You play poker as a hobby? I play Magic the Gathering as a hobby. And when I mean play, I mean open card packs and collect stuff. Woo! Pharaoh, I really liked your wrong command. Would you mind re-adding that? I think that's funny. I think if people were doing exclamation point wrong, I saw my cute little face, I'd feel better about seeing why it's wrong or wrong. I bought $1 million of Magic cards. Not quite that much. I have a budget, don't you worry. I love Magic, though. It's so fun. So fun. But no, I actually have only played a few games of Magic my entire life. I really like looking at the pretty cards, though, etc. Time for the quick ad break. 3 minutes. I'm going to run AFK real quick, use the restroom, and then we'll have another proper game. We're at 5-11 right now. That's pretty good. I like that. BRB team. Do you have any mint cards? I'm not sure what you mean by mint. Like, do you have any cards that are not played? Yes, many of them. BRB. It being super valuable. Hello again, sports fans. Hope things are good for you. Got a minute until back to the game, so I will go ahead and at least look at the picture of what the endgame is supposed to be, to sate your curiosity. It's your rook, king, end game. What we got here? Okay, that's not what it looks like. Slowly move the rook down the board, limiting space that the opponent's king can move. If the king gets too close, the rook can simply move along the same rank away from the king and keep the board. One of the easiest endgames to master. Well, I gotta become a member to do it. Let's see here. Endgame final form. Okay. I need this thing to work out. Not even my final form. So the king finds a way to block out a corner while the rook goes in. Okay. I need to get the king on the side with a rook. And then push with the king. Because if the rook goes up too early, the king just walks back down again. Okay. I'll try it one or two more times. I don't want to spend a long time on this. Like I said, I find this kind of uninteresting. But we'll try our best anyway. Okay. I wish to play the rook endgame. That's the wrong one. The endgame. Rook endgame. I'm on the wrong thing, I think. Oh, checkmates, thank you. Checkmates, not rooks. Endgame. Checkmates, thank you much. Okay, so rookmate. Here we go. This time we got it. Don't you worry, team. That's not true. Okay, so as of right now, the king is unable to move. Okay, so the king is now only able to get these two. If I move here, the king can squirt out this way. Okay, let's make another run at it with the king. Making a run at it. Alright, so we're opposite now where we ought to be. If I step in now, good. Run away. They're trapped again. If I step forward, they have to step backwards. Okay. Okay. You go down. If I step forward here, they squirt out here. But we get repetition if we go back and forth here. I think I'm very close, but I don't quite have it. I'll look at you all in chat in a second, friends, but something is missing. Okay, what did I miss? A lot of waste tempo. Keep rook on the file. I did that. Move the rook. Keep the rook on your file. Move the rook. I can waste tempo by moving the rook on the same file. Oh, interesting. So keep it here, move up and down. Got it. Got it. God, I thought I was trying to... What's the phrase? like, force with the king. I see how I can push down with the rook instead. Alright, we got this time. We got this time. We got this time. Cat. So, you're stuck. Cat. That one was really easy, I believe. Maybe they're all really easy. Whoops. Milton Friedman, what a name. What did I eat today? I had some coffee and a donut so far. It's morning here in Tokyo. Okay, so, right, you're stuck here because of Buddy. We're getting closer. Just don't stalemate. Okay, here comes the king. Here comes the king. I need to waste tempo. Wrong direction. Please stop. please stop. Please leave my rook alone. Don't worry. Daddy's coming. Try to get from this side instead. All right, very good, very good, very good. The king heads there. We waste the tempo. We... Okay. Good. I stepped out. Okay, we got it. We got it. We got it. Alright, let's do one more and then we're good. I step this way. Oh, that's not good. That's a mistake. Alright, I gotta get Buddy onto again, this is the easier one. So when the rook's already here, that's good. Please stop. So when they start bullying my rook, I really struggle quite a bit with that. Leave my king alone! Alright, we're beginning to corral him. Corralling is happening. Just keep corralling. Fine. Please stop. Please stop. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good. Oh, man. Okay, I need to cut off the world in a way that pushes him somewhere. Going that way, fine. Okay, I want to go to here. I don't want to go to there. Okay. He is now cut off. He is stuck in this corner for the moment. The king comes to help now. He gets driven in again. The world gets endlessly smaller. The world gets bigger again. Okay, smaller again. Use the king to keep him locked in. Okay, we're playing a person of similar skill level, my friends. Let's see what we find. Let's see what we find. Let's see what we find. See you all on the other side. Happy India against Pradeep 99 Sahani. I would like a Scottish opening. Well, we're not getting one of those. If they give you the space, you take the space. Team? Okay. So, like, I'm too late for... I didn't think I'd just keep walking forward. Okay. No, that's bad. That's bad. Okay, we stopped it at least for now. You're gonna come out, so you're protecting that. This is, oh man, this is weird. This is real weird, team. Real weird. Okay. So this is being attacked. This is being attacked. This is being attacked. Okay, we're good. We're good. So if I jump here, I'm attacking the queen and protecting there and protect there, and that's protected. I think. Maybe. Man, okay. Hello. Okay, so, if they take, fine. If they take, fine. If I kick here, I believe that's also fine. If she goes forward, we're good. Okay. Problem solved for a moment. We hate those openings, my friends. Absolutely hate those openings. Okay, so they're attacking this right now. I can continue to bully the queen. This seems like a weaker position than previously. I can go here also and bully the queen. I don't know if I'm overextending by doing that. I might be. We'll see what happens. I think we've talked about this move before as being, in some cases, very good, in other cases, very bad. We gotta deal with you without that coming out to cause problems. Okay. So, they're back to here. That's fine. That would actually be fine. I think we're not going to move anymore for a minute. I think the queen is not the issue. I can go here and make life worse for her. She can't attack to here anymore, so we don't need that cover. Okay. She attacking to here, that's fine. I can push my pawn forward and trouble her. If I go here to attack her, nothing good happens. I can go offer a queen trade, but I feel that might be an error right now. Yeah, early queen I struggle. Maybe abuse her again. So I need to find some way out of what's happening here. I mean, like, I can go to here. Okay, she ran away. If I go to here, it's the move that often doesn't work out for me, but maybe it would in this case. No, I think I just get kicked. That's not helpful. We're going to trust that the queen thing is done. There's a whole bunch of moves on her side. We can castle now. Or we can try to take up some space. We can go to here again. But I'm just not sure. I can go to here. You go to here, there's not a useful fork in order. I mean, attacking the F. Queen goes over. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. If my queen goes here, I guess this is queen tradey. I can move you to here also. Though with the pawns in position, I don't know what it does. I can castle. Not the worst of things. Yeah, I don't quite know how to play my way out of this one. I mean, I can go forward here, I suppose. Does that help me at all? It protects the... I mean, the pawn doesn't get taken anymore. If this comes across, I can go through again. You know what? It opens the board. Let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So they're threatening a fork here. My queen protects on... Oh, they're actually attacking the queen directly. My apologies. Okay, fine. They're attacking the queen. That's not great. Like I said, I can move her to here. No, because then the fork comes. So I need to put her in a position where she can't be taken and the fork is protected. I think right here is correct for me. Yeah, I think we're going to go right here to help with the fork, etc. It also protects this. It does jam the bishop in. I don't like that at all. Okay, they're attacking here now. I mean, not good. In fact, bad. So I think we end up retreating here. Is that true? I mean, we could take the pawn, but that gets complicated and bad very quickly. I can push here. Nothing good happens. Yeah, I think I got dropped back, unfortunately, given the current state of things. I'm looking at my diagonals, they don't really help me at all. So. Okay. Okay. So they've moved the queen a whole bunch. I feel like I haven't developed as well as I want to with the current state of things on the board. Okay, so right, if I take this, the queen takes. And if that happens, we have no follow-up currently. If I move the knight out the way, the queen can then potentially deal with this. Now, you can also go backwards, but that's fine. So... Oh! Potentially don't mind if I do. The queen can stop that by going to here, but that's real bad for her. I know we hate knights in the corner. I know we loathe it. But to get a rook, I'm cool with it, of course. Okay. So she dropped back to there. Is there anything I can do in response to that? At the immediate no, if I push here, no good. Well, actually, let's see here. If I push forward, they take, I take, they take, I take. Evens, I guess. Yeah, totally evens. Not much value. Oh, with her dropping back, I can take this now. Yeah. Yeah. How do you like them apples? Oh, I should take this instead. I mean, fine, but this was the correct take. Whoops. It's fine either way. Fine either way. But yeah, definitely a knight is preferable over a little buddy there. Yeah, it's too bad. Too bad, too bad, too bad. That said, if the queen goes away, I'm still threatening that fork. That's pretty good. Wait, no, nope, team. Nope, watch this. No. Wrong. Exclamation point wrong all the way on that one, team. We good. Okay, so if we attack here, we're giving up the possible fork. I think that's correct, because now the queen could take this potentially. And we're up. Now, if they take the knight there, maybe I shouldn't have done that way. We'll still be up by 1. Yeah, I should have moved the knight out instead. We're still +1, but you know, definitely not our proudest moment by any means on that one. A shame, truly a shame. Okay, so a green knight here plus this, LOL fun. Man, I'm annoyed with myself on that one. Yeah, a little annoyed with that one for sure. It's fine though. What can be done? What can be done? I mean, the queen can go here. That really doesn't do much except for this, possibly. I need to develop some pieces. Gotta do something. I guess we go ahead and castle. It's taken a while, but there we go. Yeah, I think I have a recapture bug where I always want to do the next step. Always, always, always. We are up on it, but we could have been up by 4, I think, had I not just kept piling in. Like, learning when to make the correct moves is hard for me. I wish it weren't, but it's a little challenging for me still. Okay. Right. Attacking there, attacking there, attacking here. I can move a bishop here to defend. Kicking here's a disaster. Actually, the queen's already defending. Okay. We're actually fine here. But I want to get my other rook functional. Looking for checks right now. I mean, there's that one. You. We can push you forward for reasons I don't fully know. So we don't get terribly much out of moving you right now. This doesn't block anybody out right now. And it's not under attack from anywhere. Cool. There are now 2 pieces that are attacking here. I can move my queen to support if I want to. That's not my queen. I can move my bishop support if I want to. You're also attacking this, which is not... It is protected, of course. Of course it is. So you're hanging a bit at least. If I move my... No, I want to move you up, I guess. I feel like I'm being passive right now, team. I need to find some way to be more aggressive. What that way is, I'm not sure, actually. And so this feels like an important turning moment where the move I want to make is that. Or I could just do that. Is that good? I mean, it's the F-pawn. We hate moving the F-pawn. Because then they do this thing and this thing, and then I cry. My queen would be safe here. And then I move my bishop over, and then everybody cheers, right? Queen to here does what? It removes the defense on that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, team. I don't know. I don't know. Things I know. Not that. The queen is currently blocked on going back. So I really do wonder if there's a checkmate here that I could pursue without it all falling apart. The potential pressure on F concerns me. And I guess the way to deal with that was to have you here. I mean, we're fine, right? There are potentially 2 attackers here. We have some defenders. It's all fine. Just the queen being in that corner is not a great feeling by any means. And so, like, dealing with that would be good. Okay. So, this is now accessible as a fork. Unfortunately, I have genuinely no follow-up right now. This continues to be in order. As of right now, if I do that, it only threatens here. And so they might not panic over it. This is protected by that. And then I get my bishop behind, and I don't know what happens next. I actually have 3 defenders of F. No one is attacking this square. We'll see. This is why we play chess puzzles, right? So we see these shenanigans and rejoice. Maybe. So this, I believe is checkmate. Now, it could be a queen exchange instead. There are possibilities, but I'm threatening an interesting series of moves at least. If it doesn't work out, I find a way to get the rooks involved. Now, if you go here, you are threatening the queen rather, but we can take without too much problem. With the bishop moving to here, he's still protecting the f-pawn. I guess moving this forward would preemptively defend, but we can just take it then. Eh. We'll see. Gotta activate some rooks. How do people play so much faster than I do? I'm always really struck by that. I'm always really struck by how little time I have versus their time. It must feel kind of awful. Okay, no one is attacking this square. Yeah? Yeah. I mean, if they castle right now, fine. I think I often try to go for these crazy potential mates way too early in the game. But often, the chess puzzles look kind of like this. Here are a bunch of pieces! Do something! Also, this is one of those moments where I actually don't know if it's checkmate. Okay, so they are now blocking there. Fine. Fine. So we don't go in, no worries. What can I do from here? Like I said, I can take this. That is a bit of a win. The check here will not work in any sense whatsoever. So I think we take the pawn. Yeah? The queen being here still concerns me, obviously. I don't quite know what to do about that. Because there's no, like, good kick here. Doesn't lead to me losing my king. So, I'm going to take the pawn. And that's a safe move. Or I can push here. No, I can't. If I do that, it's bad for us. I see a lot of chat motion. This concerns me a little bit, but we'll make it work, team. We'll make it work. Oh, it's a check. That's a check. I missed that was a check. That's pretty cool. I made a check here. Okay, so again, here, yum, not good. I can go here, continuing the check. Hey! Hey! He's not gonna see it. Time for a little ban. Time for a little ban there. Stumbles in checkmate? No. I mean, look, I think the general sense of it was there. I want to say, I'm gonna say, take a second. That's right, I stumbled into it. I didn't say, I saw, okay, look, I saw, okay, never mind. I didn't see it, fine. Fine, we're ignoring chat now. Chat's gonna make me feel bad about myself. I gotta win. I'm doing well. That's all fine, all fine. So what is this meant to do, team? What is this meant to do? Like, why are they doing this move? Is it like the great hope that they can get the rook free, possibly? Because I saw a GM do it. Yeah, it confused me quite a bit. Okay. I took the middle, that's good. They kept on marching, I'm confused. So I moved my queen out for the wrong reason, incidentally. For a very brief second, I said, oh, if they go forward, I can take it without having my pawn structure destroyed. I'm glad I noticed that before I did it. Alright. So they go forward. I play like a normal human. Suddenly queen. I continue I continue to really dislike suddenly queen moments every single time, but we did something halfway decent. It gets weird. We kick. They're in a way. Cool. I move forward, still attacking the queen. We like that quite a bit. What did I do here? Okay, I attacked the queen again. So threatening the fork here would have been the better idea with the queen out to play. Yeah, I was thinking attack the queen, attack the queen, attack the queen, which we do. But with her out, the fork is much more available than usual. Make a note, team. Queen comes out, we look for the fork on the opposite side. Cool. Attack instead, alright. She moves forward again. I should have gone to fork now. Yeah, I keep attacking. I keep attacking. I keep attacking. Attacking's what we do in this family, unfortunately. And we finally bullied her out, but yeah. I mean, it's fine, right? We got the queen to go home without taking any pieces, so that's pretty good. Yeah. I'm really glad that here I noticed that the knight was attacking the queen. I had a very brief moment of, oh, I just need to make sure that knight doesn't attack the c-pawn. We found the two attacking the knight also, all good. A little forward action there, disengage fine. They go forward. I don't take here. Instead, I finally notice the possibility of a fork. So probably like 4 turns too late, but fine. Okay, at this point, they should have defended with the knight, I see. They went with queen instead. I don't go for it. I move forward. Just trying to get more middle pressure on the king. I take that way. All best, all best. Horrible move, you fool. So this is the moment which I develop my checkmate strategy. And I'm happy with that. I realize it's a bad move, I guess. What's the good move here? We go there. Why is that a good move? Show me the thought, please. Okay, so you get a pawn and a check, I see. Okay. I take the knight. It's taking something. That feels pretty good to me. We lose that. So it's the issue that I'm exchanging a knight for a knight. Fine. But I have an idea. Oh, I guess not yet. I don't have an idea yet. I cast like a normal human. The queen comes back again. I ignore her, I believe. I think I decided there's nothing to worry about with queen time. I now worry a little bit, because I only noticed the 2 defenders on the f-pawn, forgetting that the e3 bishop can go backwards. Fine. I move to defend here. Okay, so the move the move that I want to make is one that, so a move I will make in a moment you don't really want me to make right now. So the defensive moment was unnecessary. In game I claimed the d5 pawn was defended, but it actually wasn't. d5 pawn. Huh. Right you are. Right you are. I completely missed that part, but whoops. So yeah, in this case, both the d pawn and the e pawn are... Actually, no. So I move to defend despite the queen already defending here. Got it. Oh, I see. Yeah, the knight could have forked. Yeah, I mean, I see it. I wouldn't have seen it in game, but... How would I avoid that? I guess I would go ahead and move the queen, probably. Whichever way, they don't take the fork. I get to move in. So here's where I have ideas. Here's where I have ideas. And they don't notice my ideas. So I feel really good right now. They disengage. At this point, I recognize I can take the pawn. And that's a bad move. Oh! Oh! Okay. This happens occasionally. I got stuck with the queen can move here and the knight takes. That's the end of the story. The moving through the danger, I often miss. I often miss that kind of thing. I just say, okay, well, can't cut the end. So it works out. It works out right, but yeah. Exactly fun. Exactly right. I have the moment of saying, look, he's protecting checkmate. Nothing more to say here. But yeah, pushing through the danger, obviously the right move. Just didn't notice. That's okay though. I take here. They move. And yeah, this ends up being a really nice moment. Because I only recognize after a moment that the checkmate's there. I'm glad I recognized though before I made the move. And yeah, a checkmate. And that was, it seems to be a fairly good match for me. I'm still not quite sure why they decided to A-pawn all the way. That was a strange series. Unless they were trying to get me to take the bait and get the rook free. But yeah, there you go, team. I give you a win. I give you a win on that one. We're at 521. I believe we are up about 11, 12 points since earlier today. It helped they were very bad. Oh, don't say that. Let me believe that I'm playing someone who's matched at my level, and I did decently. Yeah, where did we start today? Started at 512, ended at 521. Just a little inversion of the numbers. Hey, Karnak, good seeing you. Thanks for being here. Oh, boy. Just moving the A-pawn confused people memorize openings makes sense. Yeah, absolutely makes sense that it's sort of like the Alekhine response. Occasionally newer players don't know what to do with it. So there we go. Little stretch. Team, I told Noms to be done by 1 p.m. We probably don't have time for another full game, so I should go ahead and bounce now. Want to say thank you. Hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll be taking tomorrow off. Tomorrow's my one-day weekend away from you fine folks. Hope you had a good day. It was nice to meet some new people in the chess directory as always. On Monday, I'm not sure what we're playing by any means. Tournament Blitz game? Nah. With Blitz games, I just feel bad. I do not feel like I learn anything in Blitz games, and I feel like, oh no, I'm falling more and more behind. Now it's done, so probably no Blitz games anytime soon, but love y'all. Appreciate ya. Thanks for being my friends. And we'll see you again tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye.